Welcome back to
Did, did you edit the other the stream?
No, I haven't sat down the computer until 10 minutes before start time here. So
It is an 8-hour, 10-minute extravaganza
I
of
wonder,
a pause screen.
I wonder how many views we were getting there at the end.
Same as we got at the beginning, none.
Probably.
They were like, wow, this must be an awesome session. They're still going.
Right,
Damn it,
right.
Tim. We've got dead air.
Yeah, I actually skimmed through it, and at the very end, there's Howard staggering into the camera view again, into the stream.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, like the next morning.
Yeah, you had Discord running for a chat room the entire time.
That's funny.
You had Mike.
Imagine what that video could have
say,
caught in Howard's house. Ooh.
Yeah.
Howard after dark.
Say, I wonder how long it's going to take him before he comes back. Right?
Yep.
You actually went through the video just to see. That's funny.
I am your one viewer.
The video got more streams than watching us waiting for Howard to come back.
Right.
It's like all those people on the Truman Show.
Right. Yeah.
When's he gonna come back? What do we do with our lives?
All
right.
Funny.
All right. So back to the task at hand. Quick recap. The party is still at the Creighton estate. They concluded a battle with a bounty hunter who was after LaFay. They killed one of the henchmen of the bounty hunter and drove the other one off. They stabilized the bounty hunter and had a conversation with him, and they have come to some sort of
Détente
agreement whereby the bounty hunter says he will he was swayed by LaFay's story and is going to go back and report that LaFay is quote unquote beyond reach.
Yep.
And the party was then discussing, turning back to their original problem, what to do with Blythe Thorn, or they assume that it's Blythe Thorn that they have tied up in the maid's quarters. And I reminded the party last week that there are a lot of things that they had, loose ends they have not tidied up. Among them is the loot that they took off of.
Well, we haven't had a long rest yet, is my understanding.
You had a long rest right before.
Got it.
Brad's character Xander showed up. Which, Brad, am I not seeing you in game?
I'm not in. I'll get into Forge. I hadn't logged into Forge yet. My fault.
He's right there next to the statue.
Yeah, it's just the player isn't logged in, Matt.
I got you.
I'm getting there. Sorry.
Brad was a little slow. He's a Marine.
He'll get there eventually. If we were just going to do role play, I didn't know we
got it.
Yeah, no, fair enough. So, a few of the other things that are not entirely handled. There's the matter of the wait staff. The cook, the maid, and the groundskeeper, who are sheltered in place in the kitchen. Although the cook did put together a nice feast of a breakfast.
Yeah.
Then there is the matter of the henchman that is tied up as well in the room closet. And of course, the big question: how do they plan to unwind the supposed curse on the wolf,
Right.
and there was one more thing. That's enough for you guys.
Well,
to feel-
there's the curse on the wolf. There's the sprite, the nymph, whatever she is, the green dragon. We have an embarrassing riches of tasks to do.
The dryad.
Dryad.
Dryad, that's it. Sorry. All right. Well,
Oh, I did recall. And you really not had much of a conversation with the ranger and try to figure out what you can learn.
right. Well, he was very dangerous. He messed our shit up the last time we had dealings with him.
Oh yeah, he was dangerous.
So, are we starting?
Yeah.
Wait, but the ranger's body is the dog's body. Right?
Allegedly.
Yeah, supposedly.
Okay.
And then, of course, we've got Cyric worship mixed in with this too.
Yeah.
Now, Howard, I'm fuzzy on Forgotten Realms history.
Okay.
Is this before or after Cyric dies?
Well,
Because you can worship a dead god.
so Derek dies and comes back, right?
No, I don't think he does.
No, somebody takes over.
Yeah, somebody takes over his portfolio.
Okay, so that might be my mistake then.
But I'm not sure the how long that takes. And
Right. That's why I was kind of
point?
trying to get an idea of like where are we at timeline wise.
Well, I've never really a fixed timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't like dealing with the wild magic and all the craziness
Right.
that.
So you just decide, is it before or after?
Well, I was probably going to assume that it's after that, but I failed to properly research Eric as being an appropriate deity for this guy.
Well, it can always be, an alternate timeline. He doesn't have to be dead. You can.
Well,
I'm just trying to get an idea of where we are.
So we're going to be beyond that, the more contemporary timeline, beyond the time of troubles. Mistra's back.
Mhm.
So I probably need to change the.
Well, Cyric is still Cyric. It's just somebody else holds his portfolio,
Right.
and that's really all that happens there. And unless you were directly involved in that particular timeline, I don't know that it really matters that much, other than the flavor.
Yeah, I was kind of looking for like, is he a Cyric worshiper, but his god is dead, or he's a Cyric worshiper and his god is still alive?
Right.
Yeah, and I need to get you a firm answer on that. Give me a couple on that.
Yeah,
Sure.
'cause, I mean, I had a character who was during the time of troubles and after, so I understand a little bit of that. But again, I don't know that again, like Mike said, if he's dead, he's dead. But if it's after the time that someone else has taken up his portfolio, then it doesn't really matter as far as mortals are concerned.
That and gods die just like Marvel superheroes.
There you go.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, who here hasn't died at least once?
Right. Little snap of the fingers and
Ancient Cabal, Death Rights. Oh, boom, he's back. My suggestion is this, that we ask Anna and LaFay, as the most magically inclined that we're familiar with, to examine the Rangers' loot. We know it's magic to some degree. We just don't know exactly what it is.
know if I needed to take
Then
no, I haven't checked.
I think maybe Ferris is probably pretty good at it, and I might be, just to go through the house one more time now that we're not worried about being shot up. To carefully search, maybe get the wolf involved and have him do something about reclaiming his home. And then I'd like to ask what's his name? The very Shadow Raven Grim, sorry. If as a bounty hunter, one would think that he's used to doing interrogations. So maybe him and Matt could do an interrogation on the Ranger. Because, my methods are kind of crude. It involves poisonous mushrooms and knives. So, might not be the best person to do the interrogation, or maybe the best, depends. But it's kind of a one-way trip if I do it.
Well, I have a +6 to intimidation and persuasion.
Right. But it's yeah. But the reason I didn't suggest you, Brad, is because the group doesn't really know your character. But maybe if you like went with Matt and Raven Grim, to do the interrogation.
Yeah, and I don't know the backstory, so it's hard to know when the guy is
right
being untruthful.
And basically, I'm gonna introduce it to Raven Grim as, you're probably better at interrogating prisoners than we are. Not exactly our forte. And I mean, there's this shrine to Cyric, if nothing else. Wouldn't you like to know if there's other worshippers around? Which I think we established last game that he is not a fan of Cyric worshippers. So that's, as Ray, that's my suggestion to the party.
I think it sounds good. And when you're talking about the Ranger, you're talking about what's his name? What?
The one that's tied up.
Yeah. What is his name?
Blythe.
Blythe. Yeah, Blythe.
Blythethorn is what the wolf told you.
Yeah. Okay. So Blythethorn, and he's got some items that are on him, or
no, we took them. Oh, we definitely took them.
Okay.
He's got a magic. He's got a magic bow. I think his armor is probably magic. He may or may not have magic shield, magic sword. So I'm asking the two most obvious long-term members to investigate his goods, trying to determine if any of them are magic, and if so, like, are they useful to us? Because we're not giving them back.
Yeah. So who's got those items right now? Is there a particular person that has them, or we just stole them?
I don't know that I don't. They're not in my inventory. No, well, we took them off of him, but I don't have them in my inventory, and I don't know who does.
So that all played out last May.
Right. It's been a long time.
I can check my inventory in D&D and Beyond to see, but I don't know if
I don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah, I know for a fact it's not in my inventory at all.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be any of your inventory. I told you about the item. Somebody took. I still have the list.
You got the list, Howard?
Yeah, I can go through them again.
Okay. All right. So I'll go through the items that we've taken from Blythe.
And I guess you'll get an advantage if you have to roll anything, and we'll just say that Aaron is helping you.
Yep,
Well, what is
that's-
your arcana? What is your arcana bonus?
It is -1.
Mine's +3.
Yeah, mine's +3.
All right. Well, maybe somebody's better off doing it than myself.
Well, mine's +4, but
the
so
way,
I guess I could do it.
Is
the
it?
way things work with identifying what is magical and what is not magical in 5th edition, it's just a matter of spending time with an item. Arcana
Right.
helps you do that quicker. Where those kinds of things like Arcana or the spell Identify come into play is if you need an answer real time, like you're fighting someone, you're like, oh, what's up with that sword he's carrying? So if you're willing to invest the time, there's should be no problem.
All right.
All right then.
So I've got my character sheet open. Do you have a list that I can drag it in, or am I just pulling it in from a compendium? Because I think we're here long enough to get our bearings straight, and we have enough to do that it's going to be a full day. It sounds like.
Well, I'll read them aloud so you guys can discuss them, and then I can start to drag them in.
If you give me 2 seconds to pull up the compendium, I probably can do most of it.
Okay. Are you able to add items from the compendium on your own?
I think so.
Because you're not a DM in this game.
Well, let's find out. Hit me with an item.
Longbow +1.
Ooh, nice item.
Let's see. That's not in the item compendium. So
Oh,
let's
come
see
on now.
here. Items and spells. You've got multiple item.
I got jacked up at one. So I think it's
All right, item longbow +1, and I can drag it into my character sheet.
All right, there you go. There's a moon-touched longsword.
That's not in the SRD.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
It sounds familiar.
It's like a glowing sword, right?
yeah. It radiates light. It's a dimmer light than but it's like your sword's out. It's like a miniature.
Yeah, I
That
didn't
was
write
fun.
any of this down. The last thing I wrote was swim away, and I think that was when we were running from the villa. That was before we chased him back.
All right, so I'm in the D&D Beyond items list.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
I saw it on a list of that's what it was, Howard. When I was getting ready to introduce my character, and you said, look for an uncommon item that you would want, and
It's a standard item.
I
didn't.
yeah,
look at
I've seen it.
Apparently, the link between Beyond.
Maybe it's in a book we don't have access to.
Well, I see it in
D&D. Did you? Oh, you see it?
I did a search on Moon Touched, and the first thing that came up was a sword.
Yeah, but that was in D&D Beyond, right?
Oh yeah.
Did you re-import items and such with the D&D Beyond Muncher,
It's
Howard?
been a minute. I could do that. Takes hours though.
No, it doesn't. But anyway,
All right.
Yeah, I can't do it. So
Well, somebody could put that in their notes, right?
yeah, I can put it in my notes.
All right. This one's going to cause conversation. There's a ring of evasion.
The reign of what?
Ring
Ring.
of evasion.
Okay.
There's not very many magic items that a monk can use, but that might be a good one, wouldn't it?
Potentially.
Go to the
Or a rogue.
Well, honestly, if it depending on what it is, I might say give it to a frontline fighter.
That's a rare item.
Right, but I mean, if I'm not charging into combat, I would
Mhm.
rather it be on somebody that can use it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I haven't taken hardly any magic items in this.
Right. Right now we're not divvying out who gets it. I'm just trying to get it onto a character sheet. Anything else?
By the way, that's how he was able to. You can see why some of this equipment that he was wearing caused you that one.
Right.
He just would not fail dexterity. He only had to make a couple, and there's a shield +1.
All right.
Did you import the ring of evasion?
I did.
Okay. There's adamantine half plate was.
Damn.
Mhm.
Adamantine half plate. All right.
So that's going to cause some questions. He consumed the potion of greater healing, fighting it,
Mm-hmm.
but has one potion of vulnerability. Did have 2, drank 1. There's another item that comes.
Right. Invulnerability is not a potion in SRD. So writing it down.
He had 2 regular potions of healing.
2 potions of healing. Got it.
And there was the of gold.
Vest of gold.
Chest.
I don't not heard of that one.
The chest of gold is not a
Yes.
magic item.
Oh, chest of gold. Got it. How much gold was it?
It's 4,110 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
But
Nice.
I
Sorry.
I would point
That
out,
might not necessarily be something that we can take, but
so I would point out, you might want to have a conversation with the wolf, see who these really belong to.
right. And purely as a joke, I'm thinking that the wolf hasn't done shit for this so far.
I mean, do we know that the ranger took it from the wolf, or he just
We don't know
acquired
that yet. He's
Yeah.
suggesting that it might have been things that he took from the family as equipment.
Okay.
That's fine.
But I would suggest that you could have a conversation, wolf.
Right. I can do that, but why don't we kind of round robin it and let somebody else do something, and then when it comes back around to me, then I can have a conversation.
Okay. Who wants to do a different act? While Ray spends half the morning examining items.
Well, I'll go upstairs and do I'll search the rooms for anything.
Okay. Very well. It looks like the 2 henchmen were using 2 of the bedrooms upstairs, and obviously the ranger was using the master bedroom upstairs. Master bedroom is in quite a bit of disarray.
Isn't that the one with the hole in it?
That's,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the
You know, if he
Well,
hadn't put up such a fight, it wouldn't have been that much of a big deal.
erupting earth took care of that room.
Right.
well, then there was the fire as well. That didn't do any favors.
Does Blythe at any time try to change his story or say anything else?
Well, we haven't gotten to the interrogation of him yet.
You've got him locked up in the maid's quarters.
Yeah. So I think you were gone, Matt. So I suggested that you, Ravengrim, and Xander go have a discussion with him on the assumption that Ravengrim is probably better than we are at interrogation, and that he has an interest, we think, because of the Cyric worship.
Right.
So
You guys were gonna.
While you guys were doing some talking, I did some research. I think I've come up with an answer on the Cyric topic. So Cyric was killed, but gods are never really truly killed. He was defeated and exiled to a plane where influence over the prime material plane was fairly trivial. He fell out of favor and then dramatically diminished. His ability to grant powers in the prime material plane.
Mm-hmm.
He's not quote unquote dead because gods
Right.
lose their portfolios. It's on a different plane. Or but it's not really clear whether he can do anything in the material plane or not. So maybe this Blythorn is trying to start something or bring him back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. But it is an odd choice.
Right.
Cyric also had 12 lieutenants, and they were not all killed.
Mm-hmm. So it could be a lieutenant operating under his name. He could be trying to bring him back. Could just be force of habit. Either way, it's worth knowing. All right. So so there was going to be a group splitting to take a look around the place. I was in the group with Anna, like investigating the magic items, which is why Howard gave us the list. And then there's a group that's going to interrogate him. And then once we have all of our ducks in a row, then we can decide what we're going to do moving out or moving forward.
What about the? Isn't there a henchman in the closet?
There is a henchman in the closet, which
Yeah, I'm on
you know,
there.
as long as we can deal with the good behavior aspect of it, I'm okay with letting him go because he's a lot like us. He was just doing his job, you know.
Well, you really ought to leave it up to him when he outs himself out of the closet.
Well, that I'm not ruling out like shallow grave.
Is his name Tom Cruise?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right, so
But you could call him that in a moment of passion.
I think it said his name was Michael Bolton.
All right, Elmore, you do find upstairs where the two henchmen were. Actually, there were four henchmen. They were using two of the beds. Two of the bedrooms had full beds. And you do find 120 gold pieces and 2 more potions that stashed away.
Two healing potions. Okay. But and the master bedroom's just trash.
Master bedroom, so there's things are charred and so forth. You do find underneath the bed, there was an arrow, and you know from you yourself being a ranger that that was a spell that he had placed for protection in that second. And so when the arrow shot out from underneath the bed, now that you see that, you recognize with Ranger Anna, it was Cordon of Arrows spell. Basically a trap spell.
So he used that on us.
Yeah, it was underneath. He set it underneath his
Okay.
bed. When you guys came into bedroom as part of the fight, triggered.
Okay.
Roll perception. We're actively searching.
Did you see it?
Did.
Oh, okay.
Bat.
I was rolling that privately. All right, you do see a bat, and I don't know if you recall, there was a bat flying around when you first fought. It's just sitting there on high up on the ceiling. Some of the sound molding, it's just sitting there.
And it was a private roll, but it still has the it still has a thing in there.
So there's this bat that's hanging from the molding.
Yeah, it's just sitting up there on the crown molding, and it was watching it.
How tall up is that?
Oh, it's 12 feet. They're tall ceilings.
Can I perceive if it's? Oh, what was the thing on the Arcana again?
I'll talk to it. Speak with bats.
Well, I'm curious whether it's some kind of familiar or something like that. That's
spirit animal.
Yeah, that Blythe might be using to watch stuff or something. So we don't have a butterfly net.
Well,
I'll try spell with animals and see if I can talk to it.
you have speak with animals?
Yeah.
All right, use your spell.
Sorry.
And I'm gonna ask it what it's doing up there.
Doesn't
And
respond.
it replies, waiting for you to walk under so I can shit on you.
It doesn't answer. It just stares at you.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm gonna string an arrow and point it at it and tell it better start talking.
Roll intimidation.
I was going to say, do I need to beat somebody into unconsciousness?
You may.
Is beating a bat like choking a chicken?
Yeah. No, I was thinking about Blythe.
Okay, it starts.
We'll find out what his responses are.
It starts to fly off. It looks like it's gonna go through the master bedroom. Want me to move? You could move upstairs if you want to see this.
Oh,
These
okay.
actually do work. Oh, for some reason, Rock keeps moving with you. Here, I'll put him next to you so you guys can. Okay.
All right. So if I just do I click the stair little emblem first?
Yes.
Okay.
And it should take you up.
All right. Yep.
You can see the bat here. And I'm going to say you were right about here when you were trying to talk to the bat. Here on the crown molding. So
Where are you at? This is the bat right here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take a shot at it on its wing.
Ugh.
You're going to shoot the bat. All right.
Yep.
Technically, he's going to wing it.
Ah!
Can I-
Is that the same as? Is that the same as screwing the pooch?
Wing the
Shooting
bat.
And I really am just trying to. I'm not trying not to wishbone it. I'm actually trying to wing it.
XP on the wing.
I'm sorry. Roll if you're going to do a call
There you
shot
go.
like that, you have to roll at disadvantage.
Oh, come on.
All right, sorry.
That's fair. That's
Just
fair.
remove that one.
Well, you could just roll it again.
Or you could just roll again and take the worst of the
Or take the
two.
lower of the two.
Okay.
Happy's good with that. All right, roll your damage.
Oh.
Killed
Okay.
it.
Yeah, you killed the bat. You rip its
Does it disappear? Does it disappear or does it fall to the ground?
Well, it initially falls to the ground, but then yes, it does disappear.
So it was a familiar.
Uh-huh. I wink at Blythe. I don't know. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to look for more bats, I guess.
Does he wince when when his familiar dies?
Are you in the maid's quarters with him?
Yeah, he's right outside the door with the door open.
I'm right there with him.
No, he doesn't seem to show any kind of fall. You of course know he can just summon him again.
Right. All right. Is there anything else that I find or discover in my investigation upstairs?
Nothing else of interesting about the upstairs. It looks like it was used for living. So anything associated with that, you can find clothes and bed linens and
No papers or anything in the master bedroom that survived the
My plot
fire.
to take over the world.
diary. Dear diary, I had another conversation with Sirik tonight.
Yeah.
It was one
He's a kind and generous lover.
Nothing else.
No,
If there isn't,
nothing else.
I'm gonna head back downstairs.
Has anybody investigated downstairs?
Yeah, that's the investigations team, is to investigate the manor itself.
Whoops. What'd I do?
You guys can
Okay,
quite
well, I don't think
literally
I'm doing anything. I can
walk
look
around the
around.
map and see what you can see. And if you want to ask questions about the different spaces, I spent a lot of time building this map, so I would really like it if you did explore it.
All right. I'll stay upstairs for a little bit and look around.
You want to know what a room's purpose appears to be, or what items are that are kind of arranged out there.
There's an off-grid solar array on the southwest corner of the property with a
I found the furnace closet.
The what?
It was for bad. I said I found the furnace closet.
right. The water heater and the
Right. Cold air returns right over here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So Ray, that appears to be a women's privy.
Hmm. So it is the cold air return.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Anyone else exploring?
Is this a carpet or a table in this room I'm in right now upstairs
Catch up with.
with the green?
That's a rug. It's an area rug on the floor.
Oh, all right.
Woven pattern on it. So you got in there 4 wardrobes. You actually ducked into this room in the darkness of the night
Yeah.
that first night. So there's a screen over here with a mirror next to it. Oh.
Yeah.
So this is obviously
Has a
some kind of.
webcam and a
Is this the
room.
one that has the guard? Did we
You
stuff a
did.
guard in one of these?
You did, but
there's
you
a
took
web
them out.
there's
Okay.
a webcam and a sex swing in here.
All right. Anything? You have a question about the 3 bodies you have in the foyer. Scratch that. 4 bodies you have in the foyer.
You know, the 5th one, we get a 6th free.
That's right. Punch card.
You just gonna leave them bleeding and decay? In the
Yeah,
foyer?
I guess I will. I'll ask around if we should bury or funeral pyre.
I think we ought to collect in case we need to identify the bodies.
So, when you ask that question, Ray, Shadowstalker says he needs to take Skull Crusher back.
Okay.
Hey.
I'll check with the maids on the manor guards then.
Skull Crusher got anything on him that's worth value that has value?
I think Skull Crusher's stuff is going to baby Skull Crusher.
Well,
After his dad.
none of it's something that we want. I think
Well,
that's
I am
fair.
not above robbing the dead.
So he's wearing chainmail, his short sword, 2 hand axes, common clothes, 50-foot silk rope.
I'm going to tell everybody what I found about the bat up there and what I found, which was that he used an arrow trap on us.
He also had
And
131 gold. Rob him.
I guess that's your answer, Howard.
What's that?
Ferris didn't report finding any gold.
No, I found 120 gold and 2 healing
Okay.
potions.
Got it.
But no, the dead guy that were searching his body had 130 gold.
Yeah.
Skull Crusher?
The one that
Yeah.
Ray cut.
All
down.
things considered, I'm inclined to leave that guy's stuff to his family, or to pay for recompense, considering the situation. Perhaps it can gain us some better reputation with others in Silvery Moon that might think to take up this bounty.
Yeah, but they
I
got
would like
less
to.
to risk. I think if you want to create a reputation, you decapitate the guy and throw his head on the gate on a spike with a sign that says "Don't fuck with the thief." The thief. Whatever.
The fact.
The thing.
I'm not sure that would give the right reputation that I was hoping for, but it definitely would be a reputation.
You seem
Well,
pretty
I mean-
kind-hearted when it comes to these guys.
I mean,
Don't shit
Skull
where you
Crusher
sleep
doesn't
is a
seem to
good
have anything
motto.
of value anyway. I mean,
Right.
there's nothing that we really want, right?
Gold.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should take the gold. Honestly, we'll return his possessions, but we're going to take the gold. I mean,
We
I
got to
don't see
have
why
some
we wouldn't.
recompense for trying to kill our ass, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't have a problem doing that.
All right.
Well, Ray is the guy who almost died.
I would probably point out that this guy technically took no aggressive actions down before.
Well, that's how
He was
assassinations
moving.
work.
Yeah, but he was moving towards Ray.
He was moving. He was definitely going to be in melee if I didn't do something. And then
He was,
when
and he was
I did.
part,
What's that?
and he was part of a party that was, in my mind, illegally coming to.
Oh, sure.
Arrest
They knew
you.
it was
So,
a
I mean,
bad warrant in the city where we were from.
yeah. So no matter
and
what, these guys were.
I'm pretty sure I dropped him on a reaction. I held my action and told him to surrender, and he heard that and decided to keep going would be a good idea, and he paid the price.
Yeah. So we're taking his gold, put that in our inventory, and the rest of possessions we'll tell Shadowstalker. You can take back with you. I don't know how Shadowstalker's getting the body back.
We believe
was
that
it
the
9
gardener
days
has
away?
some carts.
Okay, so we're taking the gold off of him. Shadowstalker can take his body and the rest of his possessions. And he should be happy that we're giving him those.
Yeah, that's fair.
So have we recorded that gold, or Mike, or
I didn't
Ferris,
record it. I thought Ferris was.
Ferris, do you have that recorded somewhere, the gold that we took off of Skull Crusher?
Oh, I'm going to do it right now. Skull Crusher. I'm just writing this down right now.
Yep.
130 gold.
I just saw Aaron log in.
And so we still have the rest of the lower portion of the mansion to search.
Lower portion of the manor, and then the interrogation, and then the help will be dealt with after that at the very end.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you want to, let's do the interrogation. You guys do that. And then, I guess I'll search while you guys do that, but of course, we'll have to split it up, but
Sure.
let's move on
For the interrogation, I'm going to have my invisible fairy use heart sight on Blythe.
Okay. So he gets a save.
And she'll just be perched on Conry's shoulder to whisper his emotional state to various questions.
Okay.
Oh, it is all
I want you to lock it.
log into
So,
what?
The door.
Log in the door? Um,
all right. So, what was her name? Dion?
Shion.
Yeah, she doesn't get his alliance.
Fair enough. So what's his starting emotional state?
Um, you get he's a little bit resigned and
Okay.
curious.
All right. So, and then she just lands on Conry's shoulder, invisible still, and just whispers that to Conry, and she'll just keep a running commentary throughout the interview.
Can she
He's
speak
not
the
good
alien
or
to
evil.
you? Yeah, I guess she can, can't she?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's fully capable.
Okay. Celestials can use an undead automatic saving throw.
Yeah, but you still have to touch him.
Yeah. That.
All right. So, ready for the interrogation, crew.
You gonna take his gag out?
Not at first. I don't need you to talk.
I need you to scream. You're on the interrogation crew, Matt.
I know.
As is Xander. And technically Grim Shadow.
Yep.
Shadow
We're gonna-
Stalker. Sorry.
We're going to start with what is your association with this worship of Cyric? And its known affiliates.
Oh, why is Raven Grim rolling?
Mm.
No idea.
So you guys can just see those rolls, huh?
No.
We don't get to see the
Question
rolls,
mark?
but we know that you had someone roll something.
Oh, you get to hear the roll.
Yeah.
It says you privately rolled.
Yep.
Yeah, let's take him someplace and put him in a chair.
All right, where are you taking him?
I don't know.
You can take him into the billiards room and use balls and a sock to smack him around.
Take him into the. Yep, we could tie him to the billiard table again. What's next to the billiard room?
The office.
Yeah, there's an office.
Oh, okay. Bring him into the billiard room.
Okay. This.
The pool sticks screw apart in half.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, they're one. Acquired.
Blythe.
All right. So your question was, what is his
Blythe.
affiliate?
Let's start with this. Let's be civil. Tell me everything you know, and we'll make this easy. and one has to,
By the way, did Grim Shadowstalker have any opinions on properly interrogating this hard ass?
No, he is kind of curious.
the
Doesn't
Cyric
have-
worshiper.
So, with respect to your mention of Cyric, he says, something to the effect of, "My lord will reward his loyal followers."
That's what Blythe said.
Yeah, in relation to Cyric worship.
I got you. So you're saying that Cyric will aid you in your resistance of our questioning. Is that what you're saying?
No, you asked what his relationship was with Cyric. That was his.
And that whether or not we can, dispense with all the interrogation and he can just tell us what's going on.
Well, he says, seems to me you guys have a bit of dilemma, and I might be able to help you out.
I chew on some hardtack and look at him.
If I tell you what you need to know, what's to become of me?
I don't know. What's your desire?
Well, I can't see where you could go to Silvery Moon with this wolf and this story and get everyone to believe that. Silly.
I understand. You
Truth
guys
be told,
concocted
the wolf might be tricking you, and I might be the real Creighton. And then all you did was break into my house and kill my guards.
and dispense of a worshiper of Cyric and, rid the world of another evil asshole.
If you can convince them of that. You have that
Well, when there's nobody to, refute what we have to say, I'm sure that would not be a difficult thing to convince somebody of.
Well, if you think that's your best course of action.
Might be. I don't know. You convince me otherwise, I might have something else to, put on the table.
Well,
I'm sure Cyric would, reward you in the afterlife. Given your position here, I don't know, you failed, and I don't see that you really gained anything.
Have I failed?
I don't know. You tell me.
He says, no, I haven't failed.
Great.
Any changes in his emotional state?
Oh, is Shion still sitting on him?
Yep.
You can just do that.
There's no limitation on how many times it can be used.
Okay.
Takes an action to use it, but there's no limit on how many uses per day.
Yep.
All right.
Come on, this is where the good guys and the bad guys and the cinematic scene happens, and the bad guy sweats it out a little bit.
Okay. He's getting that he's feeling confident, almost cocky.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. He's already got something in the works. Okay, well, I guess there's not much that we can talk about, so
Well, you haven't told me what's to become of me.
Well, I haven't. That's right. You haven't convinced me otherwise of why I should not dispense of you for trespassing on this lord's land and telling me why I should turn you over to the magistrate instead of being another casualty of this conflagration here.
Well, I can tell you that that wolf is not cursed. And no ordinary remove curse spell will undo what has
That might be true. He might have already been a wolf. He might have been a wolf for the last 3 generations. The whole entire family could be wolf wares, and you all could have just came in here and just said, we have a place that we can take over and use as a base of operations, and nobody will argue with us.
okay.
I'm just saying that there's an argument for everything.
Well, there is a way that this can be undone.
What can be undone?
This situation with Creighton.
I don't understand. You haven't told me anything. You apparently you are the good guy and he's the bad guy. And what can be undone besides you're the good guy, right?
No.
You're not a worshiper of Cyric. This wolf was the worshiper of Cyric, and you are this like dyed in the wool white paladin
No,
that ridded the land of this Cyric worshiper, right?
you misunderstand me. I wasn't trying to convince you of what you know to be the truth. I'm saying that you're going to have a problem convincing somebody else.
Oh, no, I don't need to convince anybody else. You're out in the middle of nowhere. You're not within the jurisdiction of Silvery Moon, and I can, dispense justice as I see fit because I'm an adventurer, and it doesn't matter. We just burn the place to the ground when we're done, right?
Well, you could do that, but I don't know what that does for Wolf. Probably leaves him trapped in the whole spot.
Oh, so he is cursed. All right. So
I was
continue on.
I wasn't trying to convince you otherwise.
No, you said he wasn't cursed, and now he is cursed. So
No, I said
all you're really trying to do.
All I was trying to tell you is, as far as the servants are concerned, or everyone that has ever seen this face, I'm the real one.
I understand. You created this wonderful illusion. You have dispensed or fired every of his servants since he has been, cursed as a wolf, and you've hired all these new servants. As far as they are concerned, you are the master of the manor. Completely understand that. I agree with you. You are the master of the manor as far as they're concerned.
Well, and probably as far as anyone who's ever known. You're the only one that seems to know anything different. And you have the choice.
You haven't convinced me yet. Gosh.
Well, here's what I could propose to you. There is a way this can be undone. It has to be done at a very specific location in the Moonwood under a full moon, which is 2 days. Which is 2 days away, by the way.
And how far do we have to go?
Oh, you'd get there in time.
Okay. And
if I tell you how to undo this, my body is gone, so I will have to be placed into the wolf. Then you let me go. He gets his body back. He gets his body back. Well, I'm a wolf. I'm going to the woods.
what was your aim here? What was your aim in this place?
I can't tell you that.
I mean, come on, you're a bad guy. You have to monologue.
This movie's not written in Hollywood. It's still unfolding. I'm sure eventually you'll figure it out.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? You haven't convinced me yet. Why should I let you go?
Because it's the only way to undo this.
Yeah. Put you back in the wolf's body. I get it. And then you said let you go.
Drayton gets his body back. I have to live out the rest of my days as a wolf.
Until whatever happens and you are transferred back into your body. I'm
Oh,
sure your
well,
body sits in a sarcophagus somewhere.
I don't know where my body is. You see, the wolf's soul, there were 3 souls that day. There was my soul, Drayton's soul, and the wolf's soul.
Oh, man.
The wolf soul was transferred into my real body. And you can imagine how scared that wolf was and ran off into the woods, and I had no idea where it was.
So they had a 3-way with a dog.
What a shame to treat an innocent in such a way. Of course, you have no regard for innocent's life, correct?
That wolf, it would have killed me.
It's a wolf. That's what a wolf does.
Yeah, well,
It is an innocent.
he got to run off into the woods with a human's body, confused as all get out, and probably died very quickly thereafter.
So, what is your place in the worship of Sirig?
Oh, are you looking to convert?
I don't think that I was talking about dogma. I was talking about your place, your spot in the hierarchy.
I am a loyal follower.
Still not convincing me. I'm sorry, I can't. A straight face there. All right, so tell us where this spot is, and we will decide where where and when this takes place.
I will.
Well, you'll tell us when this takes place, I suppose.
I will lead you there, and I will tell you how the ceremony is undone. And if I hold up my end of the bargain, I want all of your words that you will let me wander off into the woods.
So why did you do it? That's plain and simple. I've asked that I don't know how many times. Why did you do it?
I'm not going to tell.
No, that's a shame.
I'm assuming this whole time he's just feeling very confident.
Yep.
Somebody needs to go talk to the wolf because I think he's obviously an unwitting pawn in this.
Yeah,
I want to know. I want to know what his position would garner a worshiper of Cyric taking over. What did he have?
Right.
What did he have that would help a worshiper of Cyric gaining control over?
Mm-hmm. That was going to be the next stop.
So aside, I leave the room and I tell them what he wants, and I tell them that I have no. And I want to talk to our new friend, and I will say, Ravengrim, I really have no desire to let this man leave.
Because I can sympathize with that, but I guess it depends on what you want to accomplish. If you're here to restore the wolf back to his original body, it seems to be the way you can accomplish that.
Well, And we can give our word however we want to give our word, because this man's word was not binding in any way, shape, or form in any lawful manner. He gives his word knowing that he will kill, maim, destroy, and undo anything to do with our lawful society if he can do it.
What
So
would
I
be
think if we give our word, I don't think that we are bound to give our word to him.
so you're not duty bound to live by your word?
Not in regards to somebody who is going to kill, maim, and destroy in order to take over or usurp or kill or do something to an innocent. I think it is our duty to do whatever it takes to get him to say whatever he needs to say, and then deal with him justly after we have undone the evil that he has done. So, in other words, I have no problem telling him that I will gladly let him take his life once he enters the body of the wolf. I feel bad for the wolf. I really do. I feel worse for the wolf than I do him. The wolf has lived its life by the code of the pack. It is honor bound to grow its pack, to help its pack, to feed its pack. This man lives only to kill, maim, and destroy. And so I think we are duty bound to say whatever we need to say in order to undo the evil that he has done. You're killing me, Mike.
Well,
But I'll go even a step further. Is that if we are to undo this pact, this ritual that put him into the body of a wolf, that we somehow find to trap him in some other manner so that he cannot get away.
what do you think he'll be able to accomplish as a wolf?
I think he'll be able to go and find his people, and they will be able to take him out of the body of the wolf and put him into a body of some innocent, a freaking child, a convicted murderer, a paladin of Tyr that has been captured, and they trade him out and put him in the body of that paladin so that they can do more evil things. It is quite obvious that they are not bound by the laws of nature in any fashion or form, in any way. So
But even if he has access to people like that, and he can convince them that he is who he says he is, which is going to be very difficult as a wolf, as a true wolf. Do you know that he could actually do this thing that has been done more than once?
no, we don't. But it is well worth the try to find
Well, he
out.
says he can do it a second time for sure.
Yeah,
he
says
says he
do
can
it now.
undo it.
Yeah, you can undo it. And who? I mean, to be honest, the wolf's not in here, right?
No.
Okay, to be honest, we don't know if this guy that Blythe has taken his place is a wholesome and good individual. Anyway, do we know that for sure? We do not. This is 5 years past. We do not know if we need to kill two individuals, for God's sake.
Well, you do have.
But we do know that a worshiper of Cyric in the place with this man's resources is not up to any good.
I'm gonna let you guys discuss how you want to handle this for a moment while I run down the hall.
All right. Oh, I don't feel like we're getting anywhere. Kill them all. Let God sort them out. Let gods sort them out.
If
Any
we're
thoughts?
doing this as an aside with the rest of the party, I mean, it's always possible to feed the wolf some chocolate right before the ceremony.
Ah! Yes.
Do we have any clerics in our
We don't. That's part of the problem is we don't have any wizards. We don't have any clerics.
mhm. So the new guy, what's his name?
I don't think
Xander?
I know what he is because I can see his character sheet in Beyond, but I don't know that he has said. So I don't want to say without him saying.
I see. So
Yeah, he's a
so
sorcerer.
He's an
the
Azimir, and he's a what?
Sorcerer.
He's an ass smear.
Yeah.
oh boy. So none of our paladin people have
We don't
zone
have
of
any
truth.
paladins.
Oh, I thought. Oh, am I in the wrong game?
We had
I
a
think I
paladin.
think
We
even
had a
though
paladin,
I think
you know,
even though you haven't been able to follow the text when we've been talking about
we do celebrate his memory on a regular
Yes.
basis with Synthon Day.
Yes, it's on
It's
day.
kind of like
Synthon.
Ren Fair.
Yeah.
Oh, poor thing. A video
Yeah,
where
you-
he died. That was brutal. I'm sorry, Jason. That was brutal.
See,
I
Mike, I
know.
told you we should have copied that and put it in the in the Discord. We had some great fun this week when we were talking about the memory of Synthon.
Yep.
Yeah, that was sad. I was like, oh my God, when I was listening to that stream when he died, I was like, dude, God, this poor man. Isn't
Yeah,
anyone
he got
gonna
kind of
heal
heated
him?
on that one, but
Oh my
Uh,
God.
I don't think we could.
Not a-
I don't think we could.
Could what? We can copy that and paste it to.
Yeah.
So my thought would be,
Yeah.
I mean, why not figure out the wolf, you know, have him return him to normal, and I don't see any harm in it unless, I mean,
Well, we
I guess
definitely need
maybe
to talk with the wolf because we don't know his actual intention.
Who knows? Who
Right,
knows
but if
if
the
he
wolf-
wasn't a failed worshiper of Cyric, and so they like trapped him in a wolf's body just to fuck with him,
Yeah.
you know?
but the wolf could lie to us too, right? Just as much as
Yeah,
Blythe could be lying to us.
exactly.
So we
You
don't have
know-
any truth serums or truth
The
spells.
closest
so-
we can get is my sprite's heart sight, which lets her do. She has like an empath ability to know, like,
Okay.
are they feeling nervous about lying or are they feeling confident, because they've got the upper hand, that kind of thing.
And so far, this guy's confident in his lying.
Right.
In other words, he is relishing this. He is getting off on this.
He is getting
And-
off. Maybe Xavier can use like intimidate or persuasion on him. You should have good intimidate persuasion, is it right, Brad?
I do. Oh,
So maybe throw it in on that.
Yeah, I have insight, so I can like roll on insight, but I am not the intimidating guy. I'm the guy who just like, look, I'll just beat the shit out of you until you fall
Right.
unconscious.
So that's
but
what I was saying. Let's let Xavier have a go. Xavier
What's
or
your
Xander?
Xander.
'Cause
Xander.
Yeah,
Xander,
he should
like
be a charismatic boy.
Alex, a short for Alexander is Xander.
yeah.
I'm sorry, it's really funny because both of my children, one is Alexander, and we used to call him Xander, and one is Xavier. So,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, it's James Alexander is my oldest son, and Gabriel Xavier is my youngest. So it's really
that's like-
hilarious.
Double X Wadsworth.
yeah,
you-
double X Wadsworth. Yeah, that's right.
Right. You resisted calling him Charles?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I almost named him after his great grandfather, and that would have been much the same, James L. Wadsworth. Well, that would have been even
Should have gone with Richard.
right. Richard Noggin.
Dick Wadsworth.
Right.
Now that is a handle. That is both a porn star name and a real life name.
It works in a lot of different levels.
It does.
Yeah, Ray's just coming out of the Temple of Sirik, just waving his hand, going, "You do not want to go in there."
Well, I mean, I don't mind answering the questions, but I'm not very familiar with the backstory and all that. So,
Well, we can definitely fill you in since we have time to confab.
well, you could just leave me the
Basically,
questions,
we were sent to. Well, I'm not in there, so this is. I was trying to keep myself limited to just trying to make Matt break character.
Are those what
So
the
we were
are those IMs going back and forth, cracking him up?
trying to, yeah. You I think you missed it, Howard, but I took a crap on his Temple of Sirik.
Oh, you took a crap on
So-
the floor?
Right on the altar or whatever it is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In other words, I've defiled his temple.
What do you call that? Johnny Depp's wife?
Amber Heard?
You did an Amber Heard?
I think it was an Amber Turd. So for Brad's sake, the TLDR is that we were investigating the forest. One of the things we were asked to do while we were here was to help this wolf and investigate what's going on with it and help it if we can. So we found it. We used talk with animals because it cannot speak common. Excuse me. And it gave this tale that 5 years ago its body had been stolen, and someone assumed his identity and his place and his home, and he wanted help getting it back. So that's how we ended up here, and that's kind of why so far Blythe has been saying that this whole thing is tied to something related to Sirik, and that his goals are effectively accomplished or are set in motion in such a way to be unstoppable. And he is claiming to be willing to switch places back to give, I forget what his name is, but to give the wolf back his original body, and the Sirik worshiper will be put back put into the wolf. And he wants the party's promise that we would let him go after that.
Where did the wolf go?
The
Where did his
wolf is
spirit go?
the wolf. The wolf, the original wolf's spirit apparently went into Blythe's original body, which promptly ran off into the woods, I guess.
Okay. So you're going to put Blythe in the body of the Sirik worshiper and put the Sirik worshiper in the wolf's body.
The Sirik worshiper's body was supposedly originally the wolf's. So we're just going to reverse Freaky Friday.
Kind of.
Three-way Freaky Friday.
No, it's just
So
a
the
two-way.
wolf
Two-way.
is a worship, or the original wolf was a worshiper of Syriac.
No, the
No.
original. So I'm just going to call them as they are now, right? Because
Okay.
otherwise we're going to get confused. The wolf was the original owner of this manor.
Right.
The ranger was originally a Sirik worshiper, humanoid. I don't know what. The original wolf was just a dog, right? For some reason, the Sirik worshiper did a 3-way body swap. His soul went into the current body he has. The previous owner of the manor went into the wolf. The wolf went into the body of the Sirik worshiper.
I'm tracking it now.
Right.
I
So
got
the what was the body of the Sirik worshiper, which is now housing a wolf, ran off into the night. No one knows where it went. Probably dead.
Yeah.
The Sirik worshiper went into the landowner's body and took over his place.
Mhm.
And then the landowner was put into the wolf's body, and he's been living in the woods for the last 10 years, or 5 years, licking his balls.
So not all bad, you're saying.
Not all bad. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. He might not want to switch back if we remind him of that.
Yeah.
Say, you're going to give up some things. You won't be able to lick your asshole anymore.
Well, I'm not sure that's the plus.
He's been alone a long time. That might be something he looks forward to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to judge. You do strange things when you're locked up alone.
So what is it you want to know? You want to know? I don't think he's going to tell you.
I'm hoping to find out why he did this in the first place. Why this guy?
Yeah, but I don't
if
think
nothing else,
you're
like a
making
general intimidation, maybe you can get something out of him.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm inclined that if we're going to swap him back, I'll just feed the dog some chocolate so that he can have an easy death. Because he's already said, you let me go, and I'll go off into the woods, and I'll die as a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no point in making that any more painful and drawn out than we have to.
Who do we got that's got like questionable alignment?
Well, it depends on what you mean by I'm
This is
neutral
why you
good.
guys need. This is why you guys need an evil traveling companion.
Right. I am neutral good, which does taint some things, but he is a professional assassin. So I do kill people, but they were all bad.
Well, is neutral good like neutral evil, where neutral evil person
care about like the legality or the honor of upholding a word given, especially under duress. So
because like neutral evil, this is the way I always thought of it, is neutral evil is probably the worst because they don't have a code other than advancing themselves, right? Which is quite honestly probably most of the people in the real world. And is neutral good? How does that spin?
I think that it's. I'm going to look it up again because it's been a while since I looked at it.
I probably could have just done that myself. What were you saying, Howard?
Neutral good's probably the purest form of good. They have
good just for good's sake.
They have no interest in following the rules to achieve a good end. They're all about doing good.
Right. So according to the wiki, the characters would obey or break a law if they felt it served a greater good. They aren't bound strongly to any particular social system. They help people and reduce suffering took precedence.
So you could definitely justify giving this guy your
that's
word.
What I'm saying is that a Cyric worshiper is not good juju. And I certainly wouldn't bat an eye about giving my word. Oh yeah, sure, we'll let you go. To the hells.
Let me see if I got any little.
But I'm figuring, Matt's interrogation kind of went bust. Shadow Stalker didn't really have anything to add to it. So you're kind of the only other one in the room, as it were. And you probably, that's what I'm saying. You probably got a good, maybe you can intimidate him. Maybe you can persuade him. I don't know, but Matt didn't blow me. Yeah, Matt didn't blow me off out of the water with his the results. Unfortunately,
that sentence changed directions a couple times.
I knew you were gonna latch onto that, which is exactly why I changed it.
So I have augury. I can cast that.
Well, that's just going to tell you whether or not. I mean, that might be a decent choice.
I mean, we can ask
do some augury to find out if is he. Yeah,
I was going to say if killing him would be good or bad.
So
Do you think that is a question?
Do you
Or
have to be more specific?
Augury tells you what's going to happen in the next immediate future. So,
Right.
so
well, yeah, that's right. Within the next 30 minutes.
right. So he's not going to conquer the
Yeah.
world in the next 30 minutes. So it's really not going to tell you
Or
anything.
is he?
Okay, well, I could try an intimidating. What is it we want to know here? We want to know
Well,
what is.
I at the very least, I want to know why, if we can get it. If we can find out, like, who does he answer to other than Cyric? You know, who is assisting you in this plot? Any of those would be, solid questions to ask.
Okay, all right, Howard. I'm gonna come in there, and I don't have. I wish I still had my radiant being thing going, but I'm gonna come in there with the bad cop because Connery was the good cop, and I'm gonna ask him what was this plot you had going for Cyric, right? And I'm gonna look most intimidating when I do it.
Yeah. We got bad cop coming in now, Connery.
Yeah, I overheard it. I can hear it the whole
Got it.
time.
I had a question.
Uh-oh.
So, does bardic inspiration help with any kind of intimidation or no?
Does it help with skill checks?
Right,
Yeah, I
That was
believe
the question. Does it help with skill
I
checks?
believe it does.
right.
Then yeah, it'll help. I mean,
Um,
it'll increase its intimidation.
All right. So
So,
I would like
for your
to
character,
inspire him.
Connery has no problem lying to somebody who he feels that he's evil. He's lawful neutral. He does things by a code of conduct that is not bound by a
I
strict.
don't know. It's lawful, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
Lawful
it's not
guys give their
lawful,
word.
but It's not like
So-
it's not like I have any problem lying to someone who I feel is evil, or is against
No, but
my
there's-
motives.
Lawful could be to their own code too.
That is correct,
Oh, that's
and that is what
chaotic.
lawful neutral is.
That's what chaotic is. Chaotic
No.
good is somebody who has their own code, right? They don't accept external laws.
no, chaotic has no code.
Yeah, chaotic has no code. Lawful neutral has its own code.
Lawful neutral combines reliability and honor without moral basis.
That is correct.
They lack a moral compass and believe ethical considerations were a distant second to what the laws of the land, traditions, or personal code of conduct dictate.
Yeah.
So
I have no problem
maybe.
deceiving this man into believing one side or another so that I can get the answers.
And I agree that would be something that would be within lawful neutral. However, if you were to give your word as your bond, that would strain your code of conduct.
But
Wow.
it's not necessarily my word of bond to say that I will follow what he asked for.
What he's asking for is, do I have your word? You'll let me go.
But that has no moral structure for me as far as like having to. I can say yes without saying that I will let you live.
Your word has to be
No.
part of your. If you're giving,
No.
if you're entering into a contract, if you're, that's lawful people. That's
But he is an evil. He is someone who is at odds with what my goals are. So I will give him whatever answer he needs in order to get the answer I need, and I can still dispatch him afterwards because I have already deemed that he is contrary to my goals.
How would you differentiate that from chaotic neutral?
Because chaotic neutral couldn't just change their mind in the middle of it, and I've already decided what he is. He's evil, and I'm gonna dispatch him no matter what. And you know, I can say yes or no to him, and it won't matter a hill of beans to me.
Well,
I just want the answer.
my distinction between lawful and chaotic is that, you know, lawful good people always want to do good. However, they are bound by a code of ethics that
Then
sometimes
I will print you off a code of his ethics if you would like. I will do that because I have that well in hand as far
Okay.
as what he is.
But I was just
You-
trying to explain to you that
Yeah, no, I truly have thought that through, Howard, and I do have a code of ethics for Connery, and I truly have that. You know, I will not. I have guideposts. I don't have just I'll do anything that I want to do. So he's not chaotic neutral. He's not chaotic whatever. He is lawful neutral. So okay. Well, it's kind of out of my hands right now because I'm not in there talking to him, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You can feel free to
I've
slay him.
I've told Brad what my belief is, and that, you know, well, Brad's character. Sorry, what's your character's name again?
Xander, remember?
Xander. Yeah, no, I thought that was just his like moniker. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's his nickname. Yeah, that's what it
His
goes
nickname.
by.
All right, so
Because
Xander,
it's
I've told
easier than
Xander. Yeah, I've told Xander what's going on, and I told him that, you know, I truly believe that he's evil to the core, and that it doesn't matter what he says. If you agree with something that is in his nature, that he will, you know, he thinks he's gonna hem me into a particular thing if I agree to something, and all I want is the answer and the motive behind it, so that I can get to the bottom of it and unearth what's going on.
all right. So
okay.
Aaron,
So I'm
did you
I'm
say
going
that
to
Anna
ask
was
him.
going to inspire Xander?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Did you click that off?
Is that a
Gary?
plus or is that an advantage
It's a die roll. Get a D8 added onto you.
to add to my roll?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So maybe I should make my question a little more complicated. You know, maybe I should make it. What was his plot, and what connections or people does he know? Does he know that are connected to the worship of Syriac?
Eric.
Period.
All right. And you're trying to intimidate him by saying there a threat that's implied there? Is there
Tell me or else. And I tell you what, for special effect here, I'll use my circlet of blasting. And this guy's not like injured on the edge of death or anything, right?
no, not that you can tell.
So I'll give him a little zap with my scorching ray from the circlet of blasting.
Okay.
Let me get in here and because normally, you know, I have Discord up, and then when I switch back to Forge, it takes it a minute to reload. Okay. Still going. Here we go. All right.
Oh. Silly me. All of Bly's stuff's in his inventory. I can just drag it over.
Oh,
What are you missing?
Moon Touch Sword
I got it in here
and Potion
somehow.
of Invulnerability.
If he's restrained, right? I mean, that's
Yeah, he's restrained.
Yeah, did you roll that at advantage? It's irrelevant. Gonna hit.
Yeah.
All right, you hit him with the scorching rain from your horn or circlet of blasting.
Coming out of my forehead. Yeah. Answer me or die.
How do I drag this from one character sheet?
If you just pull up his character sheet, you should just be able to literally drag and drop.
Can't seem to have character sheet once.
Should be possible. They're probably just they're superimposed on each other. Move one to the side.
Can you not drag it to chat and then have whoever grab it from chat? Haven't we done that in the past?
Do like that. Just raise. Where do you wander off to?
He's in the temple taking a dump.
So here, does that give it to you?
Yep, it does.
But I don't. The potion of invulnerability. I'll have to pick.
Okay.
So Xander blasts Blythe with a scorching ray from his forehead.
It's not there.
So his hit.
You want to slide off?
Yeah.
Okay. He winces a little bit at
All right.
that. And you were asking
So bad
the
cop
question
hasn't got us anywhere.
in an intimidating way. Is
Yeah. Now, is that an advantage?
for the intimidation? No.
It's not, right? It's just normal, right?
Normal plus a D8 if you want to use your inspiration.
Yes. Okay. So there's that.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh,
We're all
He had his
like,
eyes closed when you blasted him. He couldn't see your intimidating visage.
he blinked.
Oh, all right. Well,
well, got a 16 anyway.
16.
okay. He kind of playfully says, "Or else what?" So he is scared.
All right. Can we keep doing this, or is that my one time to try and intimidate him and then I'm done?
Oh, you can keep trying to intimidate him, but I think that the threats need to become more specific or.
All right. Well, how about I give him?
Roll insight real quick.
Okay.
All right.
Can I roll insight?
Are you watching this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned he was going to be standing next to me,
Okay.
gauging
I said I can help
his
with the insight.
reactions.
Okay.
I have insight at +5. Can I roll an advantage?
No, insight you can't really help.
Okay.
It's a deductive thing.
All right.
Unless you're going to compare notes, but so yeah, you kind of get the sense that Just doesn't care what happens to him.
Yep. Okay. So he is of the belief that it doesn't matter if he lives or dies. That he's the blessed of Cyric, which would hold to their belief system, I think, and I think we need to give him something else to chew on. In that,
Why don't you just sock him one? I mean, I'd hit him, but you could probably do more damage if you sock him one.
Here's an idea, and I don't know if we can use it in this way, but what if Anna used vicious mockery in front of this guy, mocking his Cyric worship?
Yeah.
What somebody needs to ask the wolf what.
Well, we're gonna be talking to the wolf after you guys finish your interrogation. Which, if you're done, we'll switch over to the wolf and maybe come back to this guy.
Works for me. We can come back and beat on him later. Or maybe you guys can go do that now, and that's to be occurring while we're doing this.
Simultaneously.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
that way we've always
in
got
the kitchen.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, and that way we've got somebody always watching it. You know what I mean? Like,
Got it.
Yeah, we need to always have somebody watching him, I think, because
Oh yeah. All right. Well, we got two people that can do speak with animals.
I'll question him.
who's got more persuasion between the two of you?
Let's see.
I think it's only
no
Ferris.
advantage on I have no persuasion in this. I mean, mine's it. I don't have any advantage or bonus.
I'm good at
I have a
insight, but I'm not good
+2
at
persuasion.
There you go.
All right, so I'll go. Where's the wolf?
in the kitchen,
Kitchen.
eating
Wolfie,
sausage.
Wolfie, Wolfie, Wolfie.
Here, boy.
Is that the
Oh,
wolf, the
so
red
I've
one?
lost connection to the server.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah,
been doing
that's
that a
me.
lot.
It's
Uh-huh.
on the server end. Well, hiccups with the server. All right, so use your speak with animals.
Okay.
Does anybody have a truth spell or a?
No,
I wish we did.
I looked. I don't have anything like that.
Talked about that before. I don't think anybody has that.
Yeah, I almost took like Circle of Truth or some shit, but then I thought, that just means we know they're not lying. But it doesn't compel them to tell us what we want them to tell us.
Right. Is somebody coming with me that has had the discussion with Blythe? That's probably a good idea, right?
Yeah, I guess I can come down there.
Because
Yeah,
I wasn't privy to that conversation, right?
Well, we didn't really learn anything though.
Yeah, we can do it down the hall from each other.
Well, I mean, we learned some things. We learned that he has a plan. His plan is in action. He thinks it's unstoppable. He is not worried at this point what happens to him.
Who was it? Who was it who put you onto the wolf?
The dryad.
Are you asking us or him?
No, he's asking.
No, you
Blythe.
guys. Yeah, the dryad did that.
The Harpers and the Dryad. Right.
Well, maybe you should take him before the dryad.
The Dryad's compromised at the moment.
Yeah, the Dryad is compromised. The Harpers are the only ones that are not compromised, and that's a ways away.
Compromised. What's compromise mean?
The Dryad is currently under the influence of a green dragon.
Oh, okay.
And
well, yeah.
She is not willing to fight for her freedom, and in fact fought against us when we tried to free her.
Well, you could, yeah. I mean, all else fails, we could always tie his ass up, march him back to
That was the original plan from last week.
Okay, and the Harpers are
know
in
what to do with
Silvermoon?
him. Yes.
They're not conveniently located just out the city gates.
We're
Unfortunately,
not
no.
anywhere. We're like what, 2 days from the.
2 or 3 at least. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like from here to freaking like Center Point, Brad.
Well, wait, Center Point.
I said we're from here from you're in Terre Haute, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you know where Center Point is?
No.
Okay.
I've heard of it,
I know where Warsaw is. Yeah.
but that's probably not too far off either.
All
Yep.
right, LeFay, you're speaking with the wolf.
Yeah, but I guess my maybe I didn't get my point across. So I wasn't with the conversation with Blythe. I believe that Blythe was stating that the wolf wasn't really what he was making himself out to be, correct? Is that a correct statement? He that
So
Blythe was
Blythe,
basically accused.
Blythe said, as far as anyone else is concerned, the wolf might be making this all up. That
Yeah, right. I did not hear that conversation. LeFay did not hear that conversation, right? Because he wasn't interrogating Blythe. So it would be good to have somebody with me that was interrogating Blythe to be able to answer questions that I may not be aware of. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I'm
who's gonna
taking Blythe to either be chaotic evil or neutral evil, probably closer to neutral evil. And he can say whatever the hell he wants. And he could accuse someone else of being other than what they are just for the mere stance that, they're not lawful good. So therefore they're lawful evil. It's that whole dichotomy of I can cast dispersion on someone and cause doubt just so that I can undermine the whole thing of he's not completely good. No, he's some shade of gray, but he's not a worshiper of Cyric and lawful evil or neutral evil, and therefore, because maybe the wolf doesn't deserve to be. Maybe he's
Maybe he was a bad dog.
Yeah, maybe he's a bad dog. Maybe he treated his servants badly. Maybe he beat his wife. Maybe he, but he didn't like eat children and sacrifice people on the altar of Cyric. I mean, there's always that chance. Don't know, but yeah, I think we ought to have somebody else in there, and I could be there, I guess.
Okay. Why don't you join me? And who's this guy right here? I can't remember.
That's the gardener.
That's the gardener.
Gardner. Okay. Why don't we? I'm going to ask him to like maybe him in the maze to maybe go to the other side of the room or just get out of earshot.
Oh, okay.
Kindly ask them.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
go eat your breakfast.
Enjoy your breakfast. Okay. And I forget. Does the wolf have a name?
well, he claims to be Gabriel Creighton III.
Gabriel, right? Okay. So I'm going to ask Gabriel to refresh my memory on why he is now a wolf.
So I'm gonna repeat the narrative that he initially gave you for refresher's sake. My grandfather, Gabriel Creighton, made a fortune exploiting the Moonwood of its resources, taking advantage of the Fae and plundering the rare and precious herbs and minerals found within the wood. Father, Gabriel Creighton Jr., sought to atone for my grandfather's ways by restoring faith to the denizens of the wood. He spent years doing great deeds for the benefit of the wood. Alas, his many adventures into the Midwood would eventually cost him his life all too young. I was a teenager when I inherited my father's estate. Father's wish for me was to earn enough trust with the Circle of Silver to join with them. When the man, Thorn, offered me a way to assume animal form like the great druids of the woods, I thought it might be a path to get close to them. I was young and naive, and I am now cursed to survive as a lone wolf in the woods as the other wolves reject me. I wish for justice for the man who cursed me so I may honor my father's wishes.
Okay. Well, we have the man who cursed you. What do you suggest we do with him?
He says, he says, when the event happened, there was this ritual in the woods. Under a full moon, it was in a clearing in the woods. And he and his henchmen brought this wolf with them. And they said that it was necessary for the spell to take effect so that I could transform into a wolf like the druids do. But when the spell was over, he says, truly, I don't think it was a spell. It was more like a ritual. It took forever to do a whole lot of nations and languages that I didn't. And when it was all over, I was in the wolf's body, and Blythe Thorn runs off, and looking at me was my body. This man, this Blythe Thorn, laughing, and he just walked away.
So the person we see as Blythe Thorn, the body, is actually you.
My body.
Do we know what
Tell me of a
Yeah.
distinguishing mark or body feature that we cannot see as he stands there in his clothing and armor that would distinguish you as Gabriel Creighton III.
So he says,
like a uncircumcised penis or
he has a slightly left bent when aroused.
All right, Connery, get in there and arouse him.
you got to test that out, Connor.
Yeah, exactly.
he says, I know something that you could look at. He says, on my left shoulder, I have a birthmark. And my dad used to call it an acorn. I don't think it's like an acorn, but he liked to say that I was destined to be, a great ranger or druid of the woods because of that. He was always trying to encourage me to learn about nature things and so forth, and so he picked up on that as a positive sign.
Okay, well, I call for whoever's not guarding Blythe.
I can go back and forth.
Yeah, maybe go tell them to go check for that birthmark.
All right, I'll go walking in there and tell
and then
Gabriel. I'll pull Gabriel aside, or Xander. I'm sorry, I'll pull Xander aside.
Yeah.
Tell him about Gabriel. This is really messed up.
Meanwhile, I'm going to ask Gabriel that Blythe claims that he can reverse the curse on you. Do you believe him?
Somehow he was able to do this in the first place.
How many others were there with him?
Just the two henchmen he had that had the wolf type.
Or
Do you feel there's any
that are here at the manor that were with him?
I don't think so.
Okay, so the gardener is not one of his.
No, I don't recognize the gardener from that. but he got rid of my entire staff. That I know.
Right.
Do you feel there's any reason why we shouldn't try to reverse the curse?
Surely there's got to be a way to undo it, and if there's anyone that knows how to do it, probably him.
Do you know of any reason why he would say that you're not who you are? You claim to be.
Well, it's supposed to keep his ruse up.
Any dark secrets or things that we need to know about?
About me?
Yeah.
I spent most of my youth days here around the estate, trying to learn from my father, hoping to grow up to be a man like he was. I don't have any past, except of course the foolish mistake of trust. Maybe
Of course.
give me this power, hopefully gain favor with druids of Circle of Silver.
What will become of Blythe once you retake your body?
I don't know. I mean, what would he be then?
Correct. Do you know what who was he before?
Well, he was a ranger. He spent years in the woods. He told me he knew the woods inside and out, and he said he had relationship with these Fae people that could help me out. That's why I trust.
So we would assume he would turn back into that ranger.
No, he said it. He
No.
specifically said that his soul would go into the wolf. It would be a swap, according to him.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, if I'm allowed to say something, I am genuinely concerned. What's to stop him from swapping with one of us?
That's what I was thinking.
No, it's a good point.
I think this is a Silvery Moon problem we need to try to fix.
If
I
we,
don't.
the only thing I can say is that if we take him to Silvery Moon, we lose this chance to swap.
Oh.
Because apparently it has to be done at a place nearby on a full moon.
Well, should we go back to that girl in the tree and see if we can get her to? Maybe that's the place, and maybe she can help us.
Try.
All right. Does anybody else have a kind of to the rest of the group? I know we're spread out, but does anybody else have any questions for Gabriel?
He offers something up on his own. He
Okay.
says, "I don't know what he's done with all my things here in the estate, but he doesn't know everything that I knew, and not all the wealth was here. You can help me get out of this, and if that wealth has not been plundered, I will happily pay you a handsome reward."
Okay. I guess one of my questions for Gabriel, I guess he wouldn't really know because all the whatever what was the Seric worship going on here? He probably doesn't know anything about that, right?
No, he that wall was added. That room was
Yeah,
a room
right.
with a different purpose. He didn't
Right.
recognize
I guess
that
that would be a question for Blythe, right? That was already asked, right?
So
To Blythe.
what was?
Yeah, he's a
what was his-
believer.
What was his?
Okay.
What was his deity of choice for his family? And where can we find proof of this? Is there a shrine somewhere?
He says, "Well, my father was a devotee of Maliki."
Understood. Yes, completely understood.
And
Where
he
is your
tr-
shrine in the woods?
Yeah, when we would worship Maliki in the wood, we wouldn't go far. We would just go into the wood and offer our worship there. We always had to have our feet bare, which I didn't quite understand, but yeah, had to be touching the soil.
Absolutely. Okay. I believe Gabriel, and I am cemented in this fact of doing or saying whatever we need to do to this worshiper of Cyric to get him to give up what he needs to give up, or give his life to that. I could care less whether. I prefer that he not walk out of here alive. I will say that to
Blythe?
Ray. I will say that to Ray, and I will say that to LaFay. I will say that to any of the original members.
Got it.
So Connery, you're suggesting that Blythe not leave here alive?
I'm saying that it doesn't matter if he leaves here alive, and he's a worshiper of Cyric. He is an agent of evil. He will do whatever it takes to sow evil, discontent. He will kill, maim, and destroy. He will lie. He will cheat. He will steal. He will get you to make a bargain with him so he can live, so that he can live another day to sow evil, discontent, and death.
Right.
He will do whatever it takes, and
So
so that I
you-
suggest you do the same.
So you're not willing to give Gabriel a shot at getting his body back?
Oh no!
No.
You get me
He's
wrong.
saying switch him and then kill
Yeah.
the wolf.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But what?
Yeah.
But
I thought
but
it had
as
happened here in the woods, wherever. In other words,
okay.
Blythe does not live to fight another day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. Also, I guess the question is,
If he lives, it's
Oh.
just to lead us to where his fellow worshippers of Cyric are, so that we can,
Remove them.
so that we can render them harmless.
so I guess as a group, are we willing to take the chance of Blythe reversing the curse and him becoming the wolf and killing the wolf, rather than taking over one of us and putting one of us in the wolf?
We do whatever it takes to get Gabriel back and to foil the
Yeah, I think it's kind of a risk we have to take on that one.
Yep.
Okay,
We have no way to defend ourselves one way or the other. So it's either we go and we risk it, or we don't go.
Oh, and in this, we do not let Blythe rest.
Okay.
Sure.
So let's
Continue to discuss. I'm sorry, I've been drinking too many fluids. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
so-
No,
So
I think
let's-
Blythe should not be able to rest to gain his long rest.
Sure.
That's
Whatever
fine.
that
We'll
means.
slap him around while we long rest.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a long rest? Why don't we let essentially kind of let the maids or the gardener, let them kind of like keep in sight, but kind of do their own thing. Let's keep the one guard in the closet for now until we leave. But when we leave, we'll let him go.
Mhm.
We'll keep an eye on Blythe, keep him awake. We'll take a long rest, and then we'll have him lead us into the.
I think
wherever
as long
this-
as we tie him up
this-
or bind him in a way that's uncomfortable,
Yeah.
then he won't
won't
be
get-
able to rest.
Okay.
Does
So
does
let's-
Gabriel remember where this place was too?
I don't think so. It seemed like it was Blythe who was like the one who was going to take us.
We
I
need
could
him
ask
there
him.
anyway.
I imagine that whatever this ritual was, it has to be
You cut out.
it would
cut
have
out.
to be a willing
Yeah.
participant for the most part. Because
Could be.
Might be
All right. That
might be a distance thing too. I mean, we might be able to stand a distance off. I mean, most of
Mhm.
us have distance weapons if he double crosses us or anything.
I have a feeling that he has a plan to be able to get away.
Okay.
Well, we could spread
Any
out in a
that- any-
circle around him.
During the
I'm
ritual.
not adverse to giving the dog some chocolate before we switch.
Well, why don't you could just put a leash on him and we could stake him down like,
Or like a chain.
yeah, and then
Chain.
he can't run off at the end of the ritual because we still got to make sure that it happened correctly too.
Yep.
You know,
Well, we should give what's his nuts, the guy who's in the wolf right now.
Gabriel.
Yeah, we should give him a magic
Code-
or a safe
word?
word.
There
Maybe
you go.
Monty from
Sea
Yeah.
cucumber. Sea cucumber.
Absolutely.
from Tropic Thunder. What's your safe word? Spumani. I don't need a safe word. I don't
Fuzzy
need it.
bunny flippers.
What was the
Um,
one from Euro Trip?
I don't know. It's been so long since I watched that movie, which
That
wasn't
was
terrible.
because he got it wrong.
And we might have our own authentication word in case he, so we can be sure he didn't move into one of our bodies.
Sure.
How
So that-
about
Okay.
how about
Glico
our
Scheisse
favorite
Bolson?
our
Bolson?
favorite holiday?
Well, let's make it easy to remember. Why don't we just, agree that we're going to say, what's your safe word? And then your safe word will be your first name. Right? That way it's different for
My safe
everybody.
word is every day is Synthon Day.
Every day is Sunday.
That's a long safe word.
You'll
Or
never guess it.
No,
Your
Never
safe
guess
word-
it.
Just Synthon is the safe word. Yeah,
your safe word could be your character name in Magic Mechanical.
Mm, I don't have a character in Magic Mechanical.
Then you
I
would
don't
just say
get to
that.
play because someone's spaced out on sharing DM duties.
All right.
All right. So it sounds like we got a plan. When Howard returns, let's kind of move through it quickly.
Yeah.
That's long rest, tie it, bind Blythe so it's uncomfortable, he can't sleep. Keep the prisoner, the other guy, in the closet
The
for
headphones
now.
Are you
Yeah,
Spam,
let's just-
spam Nickelback.
are you how are you treating these people that you're holding captive? Because you have a small army that you're
Which
holding
ones?
Well,
we're
you've got
we're
the
gonna-
henchmen
we're gonna,
tied up
like-
in the closet. You've got
henchmen we're keeping in the closet. Blythe, we're gonna bind up pretty tight and uncomfortable so he can't rest too well. Keep a guard on him 24 hours. The gardener and the housemaids or whatever they are, we're gonna basically kind of just ask them to kind of stay in sight, kind of do their thing, but please don't leave the manor.
okay.
And then we're gonna long rest with doing guard duty on Blythe.
Okay. You guys say you were doing something with the multitude of dead bodies that are littering the manor?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if I said I was gonna ask the Bades if they know what their preference is, burial or cremation.
They have no.
Cremation it is. So I
I'll
guess
take him out.
yeah, there's like a stone patio in the back that we can use.
What? Not the master bedroom?
I mean, tempting.
Oh shoot.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess we'll clean up. I guess I'll leave and be kind since we have time and strip the bodies down of any armor or weapons or whatever that can be cleaned off and reused or something.
All right. Guys are fairly similar. I got these at Henchmen or Us. They have similar gear.
I'm not keeping the gear. I figure it probably belongs to the manor. So I'm just stripping them, tossing the gear to the side.
Okay.
Yeah, moving them a discreet distance away, and then throw some wood on and a torch.
What you mean, the Human Torch?
Is LeFay volunteering? I didn't know he was with me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm certainly happy to light up those bodies.
There you go.
Okay. You're gonna let the maid
Yeah,
clean the
yeah, they know.
clean the mud and blood and the.
Yeah,
I
I'll even
can
be nice
help 'em.
enough. I'll help clean up.
Yeah, I can
I
help
helped.
them.
I helped make the mess. I can help clean it up.
I mean, I'd have that prestigious.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
have prestidigitation. So
Yeah,
you can just
so I can
start
help them.
casting that and poof, gone.
Yeah, I can help them with that. They've
Yeah,
been
I was
through a
gonna say
lot.
I
These
I
poor
think I
women.
got that as well. So
Yeah, well, the cook keeps cooking for you all day. She's clearly trying to form good impressions so you kill her later. The gardener is all kinds of freaked out. The maid is just so reserved and quiet. She doesn't want to say anything. She keeps her head down. Doesn't make a whole lot of eye contact.
I mean, I guess we'll keep him appraised. I still can't believe that these guys have been here for years and yet they have no clue about who was here previous. That's just weird. But it is what it is. So yeah, I'll Ray will make a point of trying to be genteel, using that charisma score. I got to work it. But trying to keep them up to date, put them at ease, that kind of thing.
Okay. Gardner asks where he's supposed to sleep. Doesn't want to sleep with the maid. That would be improper.
you sleep in the master's bedroom,
So
bottom rung on top.
Actually, I'll point him to one of the rooms that the guard was using.
Okay. You guys
If he needs to get anything, we can go get it.
Okay. All right, then you're going to long rest.
I think so. Did Matt? Sorry, Conry confirm the birth certificate? Or sorry, birth certificate, birthmark.
Birthmark. Yeah, we needed to confirm that. The shoulder birthmark.
There is a birthmark on the left shoulder. It generously could be said to roughly resemble an acorn.
All right. We won't say anything to Blythe as far as what we're looking for.
Okay.
We just, pull it back to where we can look at it. As though we're removing the armor that he has on, not necessarily looking for that.
Okay.
In the act of doing that, do we find anything that he's hidden?
What? Under his clothes or anything?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
He's packing kielbasa, Matt.
Yep. Does he have it? Did he add any birthmark or any tattoos or anything like Cyric tattoos on his, forehead or, face tattoos?
No, nothing
know.
like that. No.
Okay.
There are no outward signs that he is a Sirik worshiper.
Right. I'm half joking, but yeah. All right.
Did you tie him up so he can't fall asleep?
Yeah. Tie him up so he can't fall asleep.
Okay.
All right. Well,
So are we taking watches?
Dear Lord.
I think so.
Darn.
okay. Who wants to roll for the group?
I'll roll.
Cool.
What's the what am I rolling?
The D100.
$102.
All right. You rotate your shift of watching the two bad guys. I assume you take advantage of the comfy beds upstairs.
Yep.
And the evening passes fairly uneventfully.
Cool.
Take your long rests.
Long rest. All right.
Apparently, Xander's going to long rest with a circlet of blasting.
I was just checking to make sure it reset.
That's great. That's how he's going to keep Blythe awake.
There's something to that.
I'd say truss him up in that way that when he relaxes, that it actually causes him trouble, breathing or something,
Hey, Howard. The summoned beast should be gone now.
Oh yeah.
Well, but wouldn't you have time to summon the real one?
Yeah, I was not thinking about that at the moment. But that's a concentration, right? For my primordial beast.
Yeah. You bringing back Rot?
Yeah.
Very good. All right, and then once again the cook does her thing.
Yeah.
They're very
Breakfast.
They're very well stocked.
Bacon.
Yeah. Very well stocked. Suspiciously so. So I guess we're gonna take him in and switch him.
Take him out to the woods and switch.
He's going to
How
the
far do we need
farm.
to, how far do we need to go?
It's
It might be a
He said it wasn't that far, but I don't remember that he said specifically.
Okay, let's go have him walk us into this trap.
Right.
Got some sort
But
of
yeah, I'm up for it. Let's
telepathic
do it.
ability and
all right. So you gather up your gear.
What do we want to do with the people? I don't know that we necessarily want to make them go in.
Go
You could
in
probably
where?
release them at this point, couldn't you?
yeah.
I'm fine
I'm
releasing.
hoping so. Yeah.
I'm fine releasing everyone. I mean,
All right.
Well, let's ask the gardener if there's any carts, because we could throw Blythe in a cart and just roll him out to where this place is. We don't have to actually have him walk us.
Sure.
Right?
Well, he does say he has to actually lead you.
Well, he can do
why
that from
can't
a
he just
cart.
yeah, you can do that from a cart.
Okay.
Either that or truss him up to a pole and lead him along. Dangle him under a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Into the woods you
Cyric
go.
worshippers
What
don't get much. Trust but verify.
Yep.
what'd you say you were doing with the? You're leaving everyone else behind to.
Well, we were going to tell them that they're free to stay or go.
I
That
have
that
no doubt that they're all Cyric worshippers.
quite possibly.
Connery, you could sneak back and murder them all if you want.
Well, I'm not a murderer.
What about the guard in the closet? Shouldn't we let him eat?
Yeah. Take him some food.
Are we not letting him go? The guard in the closet?
What's his story? Is he
we really haven't talked to him.
Maybe we should interrogate him.
Sure.
One of
Xander,
our
I think you
interrogators.
might have the better charisma of the two of us.
okay? Okay. Do I need to move around on the map?
Where's he at?
You got
It's
him
in
in
a
the broom
closet somewhere.
This poor slob.
The broom closet next to the billiards room.
Okay. What do we want to ask him?
What do you know about your employer?
Yeah.
How long you been working here? What you know about him?
Yeah.
Does he like the god or whatever that god's name is?
Cyric.
Cyric.
I would
Is
say
he a
who
Cyric
he
follower?
worships.
Okay.
Okay, Howard. I'm gonna go in there and I guess I'll. Well, no, I'll leave him tied up. I'll try and persuade him to. First off, I'll ask him, what his name is. How long has he been working here? We'll start off with that.
All right. His name is Rogar. He's been here about 9.
How well does he know his employer?
Master Creighton keeps to himself. He takes a lot of trips.
You go on him on these trips?
No, he always goes alone. He leaves us to guard Bex and his here. Goes alone. Yes. Are you gonna let me go?
Yeah, probably so. As long as we get our questions answered, I don't see any reason why not.
Yeah, we always intended to release him as long as it wasn't shown that he was actively involved with Cyric worship. So maybe start him on that. Show him the Cyric temple. Don't mind the steaming pile, and see what his take is of the fact that there's a shrine to the god of what is it, madness and murder, something like that.
Well, we'll stop right outside the door and say, "Have you ever been in this room before? Can you tell me what's in there?"
So just so you know, that door's a secret door. You guys opened it.
Oh.
It looks like a wall when it's.
Okay. I'll tell him that. I'll say, "Hey, there's a secret door here. Have you been in this room before with your master?"
Says no. Never been in before.
And who does he worship? Who's his god?
I've never known him to be religious.
He's never been religious. Is that what you said?
I've never known him to be religious.
Okay.
No, I think Brad's asking him, or
Yeah, the
Xander's
guard. I'm asking the
him.
guard.
Yeah. And he's talking.
I think he's asking the guard his religion.
Oh.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh. He says I'm not terribly devout, but I do favor the Lady Tamora.
Anybody know that? Do I know that?
I don't think
I would
See.
imagine that there's at least some common knowledge.
Yeah.
Here, I'll roll religion.
she's the goddess of luck. Good fortune.
Do I know anything that's a deep faith article? You know, to sort of authenticate if he knows
So
anything about this god.
goddess.
Goddess, I'm sorry.
Sure, 15. Typically, the really devout ones carry a coin. They'll toss it to make a decision.
Okay. So then I'll ask him where his coin is.
So, since I'm tied up, I can't.
Yeah, where is it though?
He says I keep it.
I think he said he keeps it on his necklace.
All right, I'll reach in there and see if I can find a necklace with a coin on it.
Yep, it's a big silver coin, a regular coin.
Okay. All right, well, let's open up the door and walk him in here and ask him if he knows anything about this temple. Worship room, whatever you want to call it.
No, don't know anything about it.
And how much does your boss pay you?
He pays me handsomely for what I do. About 100 gold a month.
Which is how much?
100 gold a month.
100 gold a month. Okay. You fellas got any more questions for him? He seems reasonably believable.
Yeah, seems like it.
Can I roll an insight, see if I think he's lying or not?
Sure. You have no reason to doubt him.
Hard telling. Well, we could hire the guy. Little added muscle.
We have 250 gold pieces from what we just picked up.
You're muted, Matt.
This guy must have a lot of gold laying around for hiring a hired muscle for 100 gold pieces a month.
So technically, his budget was 400 a month just for guards.
Mm-hmm.
Being evil is good money.
Yep. Doesn't
I
pay
mean,
to
you
be-
know, if there's, I don't know, something he could guard something at the house while we're gone.
He can guard. I mean, there's the maid, the cook, the gardener.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
them safe.
He can provide security for them if you want to pay him. I'm all for that.
Yeah. Now, did
Yep.
any of those folks want to go to Silvery Moon with us or separately?
You never asked him.
Yeah, I think
Didn't we talk about
probably
that?
after this ritual, we probably come back to the manor before we do,
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll ask him if, since his employer now seems to be out of business, or we're going to put him out of business. If
Well, technically, what we're going to do is we're going to resolve the issue.
yeah, that's
that,
true, and he might need a guard. Yeah, he might need
Yeah.
a guard. All right, I'll ask this
So-
guy when he was paid last.
The guard?
The guard.
First of the month.
Bogart.
Yeah. For the month.
It's been a month since he's been paid.
Well, no, he gets paid on the first of the month. So guess that'd be about 8 or 10 days.
Okay. Well, we'll tell him that we consider his contract is still binding, and we would like him to stay and guard the house. Doesn't have to do anything more. Just guard the house, make sure the wait staff that are there are not injured or harmed. We're not expecting any problems, but just to be safe. Be willing to do that? I could try and persuade him.
Yeah, you could try to persuade.
Meh,
He
meh.
he says, I don't know that I like doing that by myself, but going to continue to pay me, I'll stick around.
We're not expecting anything. We just want these people that are here not to come to any harm while we're gone. We don't think we'll be gone long, but who knows?
Okay.
Because otherwise, I'd have hired him.
Right.
Would have had
So
meat shield.
before we head out to
Mhm.
this spiritual site or whatever it's going to be called, I'm just going to gather up all the staff, the guard, the maids, whatever, and just explain that we believe that we have reason to believe that we know what's the cause of the problem with the Cyric worship and the evil doings and this wolf, and we're gonna go into the woods to a holy site, and hopefully, if all things work out well, you'll have your master back, and we'll do what we can to clean things up before we head to Silvery Moon. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask them. Don't worry, you won't be hurt.
No, they don't ask any questions.
Okay. And am I? Is it safe to assume that they seemed to relax a little bit when they saw the guard come back, alive, unharmed, and armed?
No, they didn't seem especially relieved.
I'm going to try and take a moment and use heart touch with Xion and ask him, is there something to do with the guard? I'll put that back on.
Which one are you asking? The cook?
I'm asking the cook. The cook seems to be really keen on staying on our good side. I'm trying to be nice and non-intimidating, halfling.
So, is the sprite visible?
No, she's invisible.
Okay, but she makes sound.
She does. Sounds like a probably a big
Dragonfly.
fly or dragonfly or something.
Roll stealth for
her. Is it an advantage because she's invisible?
It is. Yes.
She sitting on his shoulder and not.
She has to touch them to use heart sight.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Just...
Right. She doesn't seem to notice beyond. She. So I guess I would describe her emotional state as kind of uneasy.
About what I asked her about the guard.
Yeah. She leans in and kind of whispers or hopefully we didn't have a whole lot of being here in the castle. And
Got it.
we're the only two women here.
Ask if she trusts the gardener.
Oh yeah, he's harmed.
Would you rather we take the guard with us? You'll be less defended, but perhaps safer in other ways.
Well, the master was always good about making sure the guard intrusive. But with him gone, we
Understand, and hopefully once we're done, he will be able to resume that role. But for now, he can't. I'm somewhat limited in this. I can take him or I can leave him here. I certainly don't want to put either of you or the chambermaid in harm's way on this.
So she says, well, we also don't like being here alone. We're kind of
Understandable.
out here in the middle of nowhere. You're going to leave us here. I guess it's best if he stays.
Ask him if they've got a problem with him.
Well, they already said that he's a little bit of a creep.
Well,
So what I'll do is I'll have Shion drop the invisibility and say, would you feel better if my friend stays here with you? She can watch over you invisibly.
He seems a little startled. Having a pixie on her shoulder or a sprite on her shoulder.
Right, yeah. They are neutral good if that helps.
Yeah, well, but it's not, no one ever sees them.
Right.
So even though they probably look just as much as the bad fae, commoner probably wouldn't know the good ones from the bad ones.
Right, but I'm telling her it's a good one, and she's, I'm kind of counting on the fact that if she's a commoner with low intelligence and or low education, hopefully I am convincing enough that she will trust or not. If she wants to keep the guard here, I'm willing to leave my familiar behind.
So roll persuasion.
Normal?
Yeah, normal. Oh, you bailed out there. She kind of begrudgingly said, "Oh, okay, maybe if she stays."
All right. I'll have her stay. She's not much in a fight, I'm afraid, but she can help keep an eye on things and whisper to you if something is going on.
She nods.
All right. So I relay to Shion to just stay invisible and keep watch over the two ladies, and do whatever she thinks is necessary to protect them and their honor should it become necessary.
All right, Shiana acknowledges that and gets out her little.
Yeah, the sleeping poison is kind of crap, but you take what you can get.
Her dagger that does 1 point of damage. Lucky enough.
I'd leave Rot, but
Right.
he can only take a dodge action.
Well, she can poison you. So, at range and ambushing, she could do some damage.
Yeah. It's
All right.
better than nothing.
Better than, yeah, it's exactly right.
Well, hey, I got a question. She's your that's different than a primal companion, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Well, then I guess we're heading into the woods.
Okay. So you put Blythe in a cart from the gardener's, from the barn. And pushing the cart.
I guess Ferris?
The new guy? Didn't we bring the
The
did we bring
guard is
guy we-
staying.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry.
We're going into the woods to convert him. Actually, that's another question. Is hot topic? What's his name? Shadows Stalker or whatever. Is he staying or going?
Well, he's a little concerned about this body he has a responsibility. And smell bad.
Well, we can ask.
If he wants to grab a cart and start towards Silvery Moon, he can. We do have an obligation to try and resolve this before we leave.
And we would appreciate if he hung around just a little bit longer.
At
least at the manor.
It's probably safer if we all go together than a lone man pushing a cart full of decomposing thug.
Human remains.
Yeah.
Don't
Through the
suppose anybody has
Wereforest.
a cold spell.
What?
Like a preservation spell. How about an embalming spell?
Yeah, I wish.
Old gentle repose.
Not here.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I don't have it.
Yeah, it's a cleric spell.
I could try to bring him back alive. No, it's been longer than an hour, I guess.
Mhm. Well,
Okay.
it's supposed to only take a night to do this, so we can always travel in the morning. I'm sure he wouldn't want to leave in the middle of the night anyway.
No, but he says, well, then in that case, I will wait one more day. But then I really think I should get him back.
You're fading in and out, Howard.
Get him back and make him make restitution.
So he'll hang out for a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if we're back, we'll all go together. We should be. If we're not, well, then unfortunately
catch up.
we may have failed our mission, and there's no point in waiting. Or we might be able to catch up to you on the road. I hold up my hand to shake.
Okay. He shakes your hand. All right, so you're getting on your way into the woods?
Yep.
So who's pushing the cart? It's me?
I think so, yeah.
Well, let's have Rot kind of going forward. I mean, just in case. I imagine there might be traps or something, maybe. But if I'm the only one who can push the cart, I guess I'm the only one who can push the cart.
Well, I kind of volunteered for you. I don't see Anna doing it.
What about LaFay?
I mean, I can push it. No big deal.
And then I can run point.
Yeah, I mean that makes more sense for the ranger to be out front. I'll push the cart. That's not a big deal.
I can
But we
help.
have
I'm not very strong.
Me?
No, I said I can help, but I'm not very strong.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, my strength's only 10, but what's your
Same
strength?
here. Yeah.
But
Well,
that can
between the
push
two
a
of us,
cart.
we'll take turns.
Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be slow going.
Yeah,
um,
agreed.
and the ranger says to you, "Cart, these woods are dangerous. If we get jumped, I expect you to protect me."
Like you protected that man's family. Sure.
Yeah, we'll protect you. Don't you worry.
Now we need the body.
That's right.
Yeah. We need the body.
More importantly, ritual.
I tire of your sanctimonious bullshit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw out a
Get to the end of
comment
the
about how
chapter
he needs
so
some
that we
more
can get
toilet
back to
paper in
silver
that
again
that
and
shrine.
drink a tankard of ale.
All right.
All right, so you leave Creighton Manor. You head into the woods.
Rotten Ferris are on point.
Oh my god, we got a new map. Oh my god.
Change of scenery. It's only been 9
Sorry, did I
months.
say that out loud?
I remember
Where's
this
Creighton Manor
map.
at? I forgot.
All right,
This map
so
reminds me of Synthon.
Yeah, we shall take a moment of silence to weep for our lost brother.
Everywhere I look, I see his image in the clouds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
so
Every time I see a will-o-wisp, I weep.
I,
Yeah.
I created a new icon for the group icon.
I like it.
Ooh.
Can we just have the image of Synthon to be the group? You know,
Yeah, he needs to be the half strength image looking over.
right? That's right.
Looking over our shoulders.
Profile.
You know, he's the Mufasa. He's up in the clouds,
Yeah, he's in profile, just like
smiling down on the group.
What?
Synthon's blessing is strong.
No love for Uhtred?
Uhtred's not dead.
yeah, Uhtred's not dead.
You gotta bite it in a spectacular fashion to get this kind of love.
Oh, we can.
That's
rank
right.
that.
That's right. I mean, come on. He got to live out his dream. He is truly a butcher.
He is a butcher every day.
Every day.
Blood and meat flying.
Nah. Yes, we miss Uhtred too. We wish he would be here, but we understand the PTSD of Synthon.
It's a police
Right.
state. It's live in a police state.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was an elf state.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, they just look really good in brown outfits with tight boots.
I should update this.
All right.
You can't
Put the
give
Creighton
up
estate
on the
on
years.
there.
Right.
All right, so he takes you pretty much northwest, right into the woods.
Okay.
The one stone.
Huh?
Toward the one stone.
Oh,
Are
northwest.
we on this map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're right in the middle. Like everybody's cursor's hovering over it.
Yep. Near Methergrist and
Yeah.
Quiver.
Near Meth Hall. We're in
Yeah,
Indiana.
Meth Hall and
Queerfar.
Quiver.
Careful when you go out at night in Queervar.
Yeah. Might be a vampire
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, it's
Didn't
just
say there
another
was.
word for quiver.
there. Yeah.
Because you're so excited to
Arrow
be there,
in the quiver.
quivering
That's right.
It's for holding. It's for holding arrows.
for holding arrows. Yes.
All right. I finally found where we're at.
Yeah, sorry. It's a big map.
Yeah. All right. I got it.
All right, so you step
So
into
we
the
got
woodlands.
Brazil up here, and
You guys are gonna have a chance for wandering monster when you're going through here. Who gets the roll?
I'll roll again if nobody else wants to.
Who's
Oh.
been rolling the best?
Oh,
You
Dave
can roll,
roll.
Jason.
Who am I looking at here?
Which
The
one's
best
better?
one. We rolled at advantage.
Well, Jason's the one I heard, so I'm taking Jason's roll.
No,
oh,
lousy
sure,
roll.
sure.
He got 11, so maybe we get some XP.
Careful what you wish for.
I just want to get to the cutscene.
I'm full up
All right.
in all my glory.
There's going to be a quick time event.
Yeah, there's got to be an autosave before that happens, Matt.
That's right. That's right.
Let's just hope Howard doesn't drop a signal and
right.
fade out.
Or blow up some.
How you
smoke
holding up there,
barrel.
Howard? Serious question.
I'm doing okay. I would say I'm maybe 50-60% tired.
All right.
but-
And if you need to wrap up earlier than normal, that's cool too.
Yeah, you won't hurt anybody's feelings if you.
Yeah. Especially since like everybody has to work tomorrow, including you. So
yeah, I
Yep.
actually have an early meeting tomorrow, so I'm not going to go a minute past 30. That's for sure.
Okay. So I was joking, but I'm not. Let's get to the cutscene.
Yep.
All right, so we're doing this. I need a D10. I need to know which one of these I'm working on.
I'll do it.
Seven and
Or
four.
Or not.
Again.
How do we end up with extra rolls?
I'm just rolling it for the sake of rolling.
Yep.
Youngblood, who wants to roll some dice?
No, that's
He
okay.
really does.
All right, so I'm taking Mike's roll here.
Yeah, 4 is probably more XP.
Not all random encounters actually are ones are fun.
Says you.
Well, I guess you get.
We
I
can
guess
make anything fight.
you do get a vote in the matter. Yes, that's true.
I'm lawful, and this is random. We can't have random around here.
Okay. All right, so
I like your logic, Brad.
That's right. It's chaos. Cats and dogs living together.
Cats and dogs living together, chaos, pandemonium. So we wrap him up in visqueen, put one in the back of his head, put him in the put him in the ditch.
all right, we'll do that, and now we need some PCs, don't we? We got the Ranger out front.
We're still on the big map.
I know I haven't activated it yet. I'm
Okay.
laying it out here. I guess I could activate.
Naloxone or naloxone.
Whoa.
Eh?
Huh?
Naloxone or naloxone.
What?
Going to name this guy Vince Foster and just leave him out here in the park.
And then we have the Fae and Xander with the cart, right? I need Ray's always somewhere here. We'll say he was kind of guarding
Ray's somewhere where he can hide.
on this wing, and
Hey, when you have as few hit points as me, you
Yeah.
that's what you do.
You gotta always be looking for the place to hide.
I 1, 2, 3,
Or
4, 5.
the PC that I could use as a
And
shield.
Right.
And rot. We need rot in there too.
God, that one hurts.
All right, and Canyon in there. Rot is kind of out front of Ferris.
Yeah.
All right. That looks like a good marching order. Any objections?
Yeah,
Yep,
do we have
fine
10
with me.
meters in between each
Oh.
person?
Where we
so you
going?
can throw a grenade.
Which direction were we going? We're going this down this way.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
kind of put you in that corner. Truth be told, directionally, it kind of doesn't matter. It's just an encounter map. You could say that you were
Okay.
temporarily headed southeast because you were
Due to
Going-
terrain.
going some around some sort of rocky outcropping, and you had to double back and orient yourselves. So NPCs,
We have a wheelbarrow.
we don't have a wheelbarrow, but the Goliath who's right next to you. All right, now does that look right?
Sure.
And you get a narrative with it. All right. The party, a little bit weary from their stay in the manor and the uneasy company they've been keeping, finds themselves deep within the enigmatic expanse of the Moonwood, a forest famed for its haunting beauty and the whispers of ancient magic that permeate the air. The dense canopy above filters the sunlight into perpetual twilight, casting long shadows that dance eerily with the gentle sway of the ancient trees. The underbrush, thick with ferns and the occasional flash of vibrant flowers, crunches softly underfoot. The only sound apart from the distant call of the woodland creatures and the murmur of a hidden stream. As the path winds deeper into the heart of the forest, the air grows cooler and the light dims further, casting everything into a silvery glow reminiscent of moonlight, even during the day. It's said that the Moonwood owes its name not just to this ethereal light, but the strange otherworldly occurrences that seem to favor its bounds, especially under the full moon's watchful eye. Suddenly, the relative peace of the journey is shattered by a guttural roar that echoes through the trees, sending birds scattering into the sky in alarm. Ahead, the path opens up into a small clearing where the twisted forms of two I lost my way here because there was two towering trolls loom menacing.
Uh-oh.
Their skin is a mottled green, almost camouflaged with the surrounding foliage, and their small, beady eyes gleam with malice. One brandishes a large, gnarled club, the other its bare, clawed hand, both gripping with anticipation of a skirmish. The trolls, notorious for their brutish strength and regenerative abilities, snarl in unison, a clear challenge to anyone who dare traverse their claimed territory. The party must quickly devise a strategy that relies on their wit, strength, and perhaps a touch of the Moonwood's mysterious magic to overcome this fearsome duo. The encounter promises not only to test their physical prowess, but their ability to work together under the looming threat of the trolls' relentless aggression. Roll
You've forgotten about our group.
initiative.
Maybe we should like go the other way. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know that we can with a cart.
I'm just. We can go back the other way. Oh, I'm sorry. We got to roll initiative. Where are the trolls?
I don't have eyes on them. They are camouflaged. Oh, there they are.
Where are they? I see 1, 2. Okay, I got it.
We need a little mood music.
Is Blythe actually going to be joining in from his tied up position in the cart?
You might be taking actions. You never know.
Like a rag.
He's determined to lose those feet.
It's not. Yeah, you never made good on your. He's losing his feet privileges.
Well, I haven't needed to yet, but he's going to be grounded here.
Yep. You need to take
Fierce
your shoes away
discipline,
from
my
him,
friend.
that's for
Fierce
sure.
discipline.
Yep.
All right. It's party time.
Party time. Excellent.
Ferris.
Get him, Ferris.
Action's on you, Ferris.
To
I'm looking for a fire to dip my sword into.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna this one that's to the south and the west, that's my target. I am going to shoot it with my bow.
Don't forget to start combat, Howard.
Oh, we need to figure out what to do to not use combat. He said we could not use. We didn't have to use combat to resolve this.
No, I said
Pretty
some
sure.
encounters don't require combat.
He didn't say this encounter.
Yeah.
He said some
It's
encounters.
I just thought it was really fun.
If you want to reason with the trolls, by all means, let's see what happens.
I thought it was funny that you said that, and then we were like, "Oh, we're facing trolls." I'm not sure.
It's actually, because he has the troll targeted, it's showing what is necessary to hit and showing that it hits.
Oh,
Nice.
They fixed that.
Yeah, it didn't used to work.
Let's see what happens if you apply damage now. But you have him targeted. Roll your damage.
Oh my god!
Ugh.
Did it apply the damage? It does not. Good.
It didn't. I'm gonna hit it again. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're
uh-oh.
No more ones.
Do I need to do anything for the...
No.
Okay.
It's got to be an extraordinary circumstance before something bad happens. You lose an arrow.
You whiffed it hard.
It goes sailing off into the canopy, where to be found.
Someone in the background goes, "Oh,
Message for
message for you, sir."
Sorry, I don't have the soundboard up.
Yeah.
Didn't we gain a +1 bow?
We did, but nobody's equipping it, as far as I know.
We did.
I'm gonna. Rot's gonna.
And I think, yeah, he's already got a +1 bow, so it's not like he can use 2.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh shit! I could use a +1 bow. What the hell?
Can you use a longbow?
Rot.
I don't think you can.
Oh, it's a
Rot's gonna-
longbow. Okay, never mind.
Rot's gonna do a charging attack on that.
Okay. Not sure. Charging attack. This is a giant class. Let me see his charging attack.
It is. Pull him up.
Because there's got to be a size limitation on that. You're not gonna like knock a dragon over.
Where did I see that?
Power of positive thinking, Howard.
It just says charge. The beast moves 20 feet forward and then hits its target. The maul attack, same turn. Target takes an additional extra 1d6 slashing, which would occur. Target as a creature must succeed a strength saving throw against your spell. Save DC.
Right.
Roll your-
It's a. So it'll take the damage with the maul attack, but if it doesn't, with its saving throw, if it doesn't make it, it's knocked prone.
Yeah. I'm going to say based upon its size, it should save at advantage. A miss anyway, rendering the whole question moot.
Son of a bitch, man! My rolling sucks.
Happens to us all.
So that was your bonus action,
Yeah.
and your attack was your
Performance
primary.
anxiety. Is that
So
what happened?
I've already attacked, and my bonus action. I'm not going to move anywhere.
So what I hear
Okay.
is you're done.
Yeah.
Conrad,
I'm gonna yell out, melee on one, stay away from other.
What? Anybody have the deciphering app on that? What?
I think he's going to call the fire.
Oh, I got you. Yes.
I'm
I know what he's
suggesting
talking
just keep your distance from one of them.
about. I got you.
hey Conrad, what are we doing?
Well, now I got to decide who to attack. Ah, he's going to call the fire spirit. I don't think I can get there in time. I guess I can miss these steps. Is that fine? Ooh, I could do that. Step of the wind. Step of the wind.
It now shows the target icons, little bullets above the who's targeting what.
Target icon. How do I do the target icon?
Just
Oh,
click
there.
on
The
troll.
bullseye.
Yeah, click on the troll you plan to attack, and
Right. And then I misty step. I always got to spend a key point. What's up with that?
well, you get like 6 of them per short rest, right?
Yep. Okay, so I can like Misty Step behind him and get advantage, right?
Yeah,
Misty,
you'd be
Misty Step
flanking
or
with
Step of the
Rot.
Wind?
Step of the Wind. Sorry, wrong character. So boom,
All right.
and then we will. Our attacks will be fire attacks, so that because I have to designate that as we go along. Correct?
Yeah, I didn't know that you did, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I can tell you what kind of damage I deal.
Right. Because you have that elemental damage.
Right, and that doesn't cost me anything. That's the one thing it does.
Right,
So
you
we
use
did
one
Step
key
of the
point.
Wind. So where's my key points? That is there. Now we're gonna use. I'm gonna have 5. Okay, I got rid of that. So we'll do attack, and we'll use a stunning strike, I guess. What is that? That's con, right? They probably have a really high con. Okay. So 22 hit.
Yeah, you hadn't targeted. It should show, right?
I guess when I moved, it didn't know he was no longer targeted.
Pretty sure it does. That's gonna hit.
It might be me, Howard. I have him targeted so that I can plan my move.
Okay. All right. So now we'll spend another key point, and I'll take it down to 4, and we'll do stunning strike. What is it? Boom, boom. And you can roll that. And
All right, he's not stunned.
he's not stunned. Okay, so we'll do damage. Normal. 5 points of fire damage. Do another one. Attack. Advantage. Ooh, 25. That should hit him. We'll spend another key point. Three. And we'll do another stunning strike. Stunning strike. Boom. Boom. And we'll do my damage. Another 5 points.
Okay.
Is he stunned? Hello?
Yeah. Wow, actually, yeah, he is stunned.
All right. So
Oh, it's messed up now.
ah ha ha! He's stunned. He's
What does it
stunned.
mean when-
We'll point to him. He's stunned.
What does that? What is it? I'm not sure what stunned means. That means he can't attack.
He can't do anything
Yeah,
until
he
the
can't
end
move.
of Conry's next turn.
Right.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep. All right. That's my action and my bonus action.
All right. I guess it is up to you, and I guess it is up to me.
Man, I need more key points.
Don't we all? So my bonus action, you suck, and then I'm going to shoot him twice.
Are you Eldritch
What the hell's a
Blast
key
or-
point?
Monks have key points. They have so many key points per short rest, and my abilities, my special abilities, require key points.
Okay.
Wow.
17? Question mark?
Hit.
I forget. Did we say that Hex would get crits if I crit the attack?
That's the way we did it last time.
Cool. Couldn't remember. Thank you for confirming.
You only get sneak attack on the first one.
Right. Oh, sorry. Well, I only rolled sneak attack damage once.
Right. I'm just making sure.
Okay. You're just making sure. I got you. Now the second one. Double crit. No. No such thing as double crit, sadly.
Wow.
54.
And I'm hexing his constitution.
Okay.
It was this one down here, Howard. The one that's been like wailed on.
I was wondering. I was seeing. I was like,
Yeah, I've actually got him targeted, but I guess I didn't say it. I just assumed that Howard saw it.
Okay.
That was my
So
fault.
you're going after the one that's stunned?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that we have a decent chance of bringing down this round.
Okay.
All right. Corrected. Okay.
Damn, it's still up.
How many hit points did you take off of him?
I'd have to add it up. Let's see, 13, 14, 9. And then another 4 and 14. So
Damn.
it was a
powerful, dude.
lot. It was it's a glass cannon. It's a total glass cannon. I can only do it the first round.
Okay. It's pretty impressive, though. All right.
All right, LaFay.
I
All right.
did 10
I'm
points
going to
to it.
rain down some lightning on our other troll friend.
Fire, fire, fire.
Well,
lightning can make fire.
if we drop him, we'll just light him on fire afterward.
Ah, I got you.
So what do? I just center it on that guy, I guess?
Yeah, and then everything within 10 feet.
Oh no, that's
Uh-oh.
that can't be right.
Uh-oh.
The
Some people
scale
got
is
to get
off.
fired off.
No,
I think
the
it's 10
scale
feet.
is off. It's a 10-foot.
Yeah, it's
No,
10 foot.
it is 60 foot. No. 10-foot tall with a 60-foot radius.
Uh-oh. Some people are getting lightninged.
So you gotta
no,
scoot
no,
that.
no.
You gotta
No.
scoot that.
No, he gets to pick where the lightning gets called.
Yeah. Oh, he does. Okay.
It stays
But
in
it's
this
anywhere
area.
with.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the lightning will always be in this area that he's just marked.
Got it.
So if they move, he can still get them.
He can-
Got it.
As long as they're in that area, he can call it again. But it won't just hit the creature. It'll hit the creature and everything within 10 feet.
Yep.
But
So-
but it's only it's only anything within a 10-foot range
Right.
of the target.
Right.
Okay. All right. So they need to roll a dexterity, or it needs to roll a dexterity saving throw, or
Yes.
I guess yeah. To avoid the lightning.
okay. So then I'd roll damage, and it gets full damage, right?
Yeah.
It's just a normal damage.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right. Hold on. That was-
So it's got the cast outdoors and stormy conditions. It's not stormy conditions. So can you just roll 3d10?
Just roll 3 10s. Okay.
Hit the d10 button 3 times and then roll. roll.
Okay.
Bottom there.
So it's
That's
20.
pretty good. Yeah.
This guy.
Okay.
So what do we
All
do
right,
with the working? Do I need to roll a save?
No.
No.
You're fine.
But you're
okay,
under,
so that does
you're under a
20,
storm
and then I'm
cloud
gonna
now.
move.
Wow, that's like half the map.
I'm actually gonna move. I don't know how fast these trolls move, but I'm gonna move a little bit further away.
Did you get both of them?
Shouldn't you
What's
stick
that?
close to the dude in the cart?
Well, I don't know what he's gonna do.
Mischief.
Yeah, get away as soon as you can.
I'll stay here. I'll hold tight, and I'm done. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Now, does Blythe have a level of exhaustion? Because we did not let him rest.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's only so much
Roger
you can
that.
do about that. But he didn't get to take a long rest. But you know,
He got some rest.
at some point he's just gonna
Fair enough.
pass out. You know, no matter how much you aggravate him, he's gonna get some mild rest.
No, you come in there and you slap him around. You're like, blah.
Burn his feet.
Every time we were trying to make him not sleep, I just kept running through a Rick and Morty episode where
Yeah. Trash can.
I'm
You
Pickle
know,
Rick.
You have never been in the service and it shows, Howard.
the machine of unspeakable doom, where all your desires you can never attain, and all this stuff, and everything's flip flopped in your mind. Oh, and every 10 seconds it stabs your balls.
All right.
I
So
think
can we turn off?
I think you Marines
Can we turn off
probably
that-
know this better than even the Army guys.
Can we turn off that lightning crap?
Well, we
Hell no, man. That's my lightning, man. It's still
I
active.
can't see. I can't
It's
see
like,
shit.
yeah, groovy, man.
It stays active. I can keep using it.
That's right. Oh,
That's
damn. We need to know where it's at.
That's the beauty of this
It's
spell.
everywhere with this map.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's like MasterCard. It's everywhere you want it to be.
That's the quote of the night.
There. How's that?
Anna's up.
Boo.
Oh, dear Lord. No.
Someone turn on a spotlight.
All right. I would like to let's see here. I would like to cast oh, where'd my spells go? Oops, sorry. I would like to cast heroism on Xander.
You'll have to move, but yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, I'm not. Oh, it's a touch.
Yeah,
isn't it?
you just have to move like 5 feet away.
All right. So. Okay. All right, and then that's it for me.
Oops. I went the wrong way there, didn't I?
Oh, I like that lightning.
It's cool, but you can't see anything inside of it.
There. That's pretty subtle.
Tasteful, subtle.
All right, so Anna makes Xander feel like a hero.
Yeah, slap him on the
Ooh,
ass
God.
too.
Put a cape on him. Have it billow in the wind.
Right, exactly.
The rest of the party has to join in on the as the background singers. I need a hero.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm holding on for a hero today. Yeah, we need that in here.
Is that it, Anna? Did you move or?
Yeah, that's it. I'm not going anywhere near that lightning circle thingy.
All right, so Xander's sprouting his wings.
Indeed. And then let's see,
The
I'm gonna
greatest American hero.
five.
Believe it or not.
He never did get the instruction manual.
How many hit points does Xander get now because of the heroism?
He gets I think it's 4 hit points. It should say it's equal to your spell proficiency. So I think that was 4. And he just if he loses hit points, if he gets hit, then he gets 4 back the next round.
Oh, okay.
And it just keeps adding temporary hit points. Only ever 4, but all damage is subtracted off the temporary hit points first, then off his real hit points.
All right,
And that's only for one round?
No, it's concentration for 1 minute.
Okay.
Brad,
So
did you
pretty
get
much
that?
the whole fight.
Pretty much the whole fight, yeah.
Xander has 4 temporary hit points.
Yeah,
I think there's a place to record that.
there is.
Give him hell, Xander. Can you even get to him?
Here, I put your 4 temporary hit points in there. Don't forget, when you take hit points off, take those 4 first.
So that should be good, right? That should give me my 30 feet if I need 30 feet.
30 feet to what? Shoot him?
Oh, you're
Yeah.
gonna. Which one you shooting? Are you,
Tasha's Caustic Brew.
But which one are you shooting? Which troll?
Oh, this one up here to the one by itself.
okay.
This one?
Okay.
The one that
Can you
got
not
light.
see
The one
the
that's
template?
sizzling with lightning.
Can you not see that little template thing?
Now
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can.
we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that spell?
Technicolor yawn.
Caustic brew.
Yeah. It's
Ah.
like
Watch his caustic brew. It's awesome.
it's like
What the hell does it do?
it's like a slime you throw at them and it sticks to them, and it does acid
Stream
damage.
of acid.
Okay, so he gets a 14. Okay, so he's gonna take that. Roll your damage.
Got 3 minutes.
Now that should be +3.
Are you using a higher level spell?
No, it's the Celestial Revelation. It should add 3.
Yeah. So you did 9 points.
Yeah.
In addition, once each of your turns, you can deal an extra 3 radiant damage. Hit it with an. All right.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Yeah.
9 points.
Now, did he pass his saving throw or not?
He did not.
He did not.
Okay, so that means next turn he's going to have to
Take damage.
take damage.
At the start of its turn, yeah.
Yeah. Now, how do I turn my thing off here?
So go to the templates thing, which is the measurement controls, the second option on your left there.
Okay.
When you click on that, you should be able to see a little star on the map. You click on that and hit the delete button on your key to go.
Okay. Oh, and I'm going to use my final 5 feet of movement to elevate 5 feet.
Okay. All right. So this guy.
Got Neo from the Matrix. That guy is stunned.
Oh, yeah, he's stunned. You're right.
He ain't gonna do shit.
He just lying there. Ain't got a job.
Wise,
No
Nice,
girl,
man.
no job.
He probably lives in his mama's basement.
He has to go up and ask how much for a rib.
How about one rib?
One of the
So
homeless
that's acid
zombies.
troll.
I don't know if he's not on the map deliberately or not, Howard, but the wolf would be here with us. He's kind of required.
Yeah.
He would be.
Oh yeah.
He's back there.
He's kind of like the
He's with
role
us.
he's been playing the whole damn time. He's just
He's freaking Scratch playing with a ball.
yeah. No, Scratch would be better. It's fisting time.
No, that's Shovel.
Oh, that's Shovel. Okay.
All right. So this troll is attacking Connery.
He does not get advantage because the other one's stunned.
That's true.
We will as a this is the new round. No, this is the same round, right?
Same round.
Okay. Let's say features.
I don't think a 12 is going to hit, is it?
No. Wow, someone that didn't hit my armor class.
It happens.
He's not done.
He missed you.
Wow.
I can't even see his roll, so I have no idea.
They're bad.
He gets 2 attacks.
He gets 3.
Probably gets 3.
He gets as many as Howard wants.
Well, if that were the case, I would just keep rolling till he hits. But
Yeah.
he only hit with
Bite,
one.
claw.
Yeah, bite.
Yeah, typically.
Bite, claw. That's 11 points here.
Wow. That's a healthy bite out of crime.
Wait, who,
That was a claw. It was a scoop out of your peck.
Yeah.
wait, who got whacked? Was it Conry?
Conry.
Yeah, Connery got
He
whacked.
got a scoop taken out of him.
Oh man.
All right, we'll start with the next round next time we play.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So we're at the top of the
All right.
order here.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. The Moodwoods
Well,
is
thanks
on.
for pushing through, Howard. I'm glad that you
I'm glad
You
you're all right,
survived.
man.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, thanks, Howard.
Hey,
But
hey,
did you die?
hey, kids out there, do not mix your opioids with your liquor. It's not advised.
I'm going to go further. Kids, don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drugs are bad.
Alcohol,
okay?
opioids, these are not things for you.
No.
Well, we're very glad you're okay, Howard. I'm serious. So
It
thank
makes
you all.
blowing up the party last night worth it.
Yeah. Now that we know, we understand.
Right. Are we gaming on the 3rd? Or do you want to kill the stream first?
Yeah, we could just say goodbye to our wonderful audience.
Thank you all.
Bye, audience. See you next
Like,
time.
like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button.